Wasala. Hey, Yetukun Selima Tala. And above all, anyone that strives with us and contend with us at the gate of authority, at the seat of power, anyone who strives and contend with your people, Heavenly Father, exercising divine authority, anyone that takes our name and our picture to a shrine, to our...
All right, good morning. Thank you very much for joining the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moro. It's always a pleasure to come your way. It's a beautiful Friday morning. I don't say Juma Mubarak. I want to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. My name once again is Aldo Moro. Today is the 26th of June 2026, and this indeed is a day the Lord has made. We're glad that we've been able to return here to join the nation's conversation on the big issues that are making the rounds in our dear country, Ghana. We also want to apologize. We had a little technical hitch earlier, and that's why the program has had to start at this time. So we're very sorry about this, but we'll make sure that this doesn't happen again. You know, sometimes these things do happen. Anyway. So I'll go straight ahead and look at what the papers are reporting this morning. Now, Daily Graphic says the government mines a seal historic gold pact. 30% large-scale production goes to gold board. And then also first national disaster risk strategy underway. A bill to end witchcraft accusations under consideration, according to local government minister. Yeah, it's a good move, isn't it? The Ghanaian Times this morning says Bank of Ghana tightens sanctions on dot check offenders. Telecell Codes program nurtures next generation of digital innovators. Ghana needs preventive disaster strategy, according to NADMO. Government secures 30% gold offtake deal with mining firms. Lateef Idrisu assault case, court orders continuation after AG, IGP failed to settle matter. Daily Guide, Sedinam was not in prison for 15 days, according to NPP. And then also, Wontumi lawyer urges court to defer judgment. No change in Apostle Kwejosafu's funeral date, according to family. Herald editor jailed for contempt of court. Gold board Mines Chamber, as Mines Chamber signed 30% large-scale gold purchase deal. The Inside this morning says justice has no statute of limitations, advancing reparations and historical accountability for Africa. Mahama announces new bill to protect state assets. Ayarga pledges tough parliamentary oversight to protect public purse and show accountability. SMG hails China-Africa partnership growth and has reaffirmed stand on one China policy. Wontumi appeals for deferment of July 3 ruling. ADB PLC posts 367 million cedis profit in 2025, signals new era of growth. Why Britain's Starmer leaves behind legacy of morale and also political bankruptcy. The Ghanaian Publisher. Minority questions tariff hikes. Gold board signs historic deal to buy 30% of Ghana's gold output. Amrahia, demolition victims seek Mohammed's help. Kantanka feud, family seeks Akofene's re-arrest. Editor of the Herald, Larry Dogbe, 7-day jail term, unfortunate, according to GJA. Now the Daily Post, Daily Post. There's gold board secures historic 30% gold offtake deal with large-scale mines to drive GANRAP. And also there's Ghana's silent health crisis takes center stage as GMTF courts charge partnership at the ongoing annual conference in Kofori Dia. The News Center. JAR jails Larry Dogbe despite service notice disputes. There's a Catherine Engman, the renowned boardroom builder. There's a gold board raises gold uptake to 30% from 20% agreement with large-scale miners. The Daily Statesman said, Osei Asensu calls for vetting reforms in NPP. There's cabinet approved state assets protection bill, anti-corruption plan. Minority takes on government over utility tariffs increase. Kantanka family wants attempted murder charge against Akofena. The Weekend Crusading Guide is what I have here, and it says the new era for gold trade as a state 30% gold from large-scale mining companies. That's 1st July, because that's when it actually starts. And then you also have with the new Weekend Crusading Guide, it says that Amra here, residents appeal to President Mahama to pro-property demolition. Dr. Solomon Isifu appointed to NPP Education Policy Committee. And there's a charge, Akofena, for attempted murder. Kantanka family cries in cries to police. And then there's also examining the transformation of Ghana's gold sector and the Samijimfi factor. The Informer is next. It says that give Naimos legal teeth to defeat Galamsey, according to Minority. Cancellation of Zoom line contract worsens Accra floods. It says that Aman Kansa Ofori Atta has been talking. NPP MP holds ministers' balls as Sedina. Controversy deepens. Flooding crisis, tightening sanitation laws. GPCC tells government. PWDs fund thieves warned. There's NACO commemorate World Drug Day. NAM's drug campaign in 3 billion cedis. That's in 3 billion cedis. Meth busts. The Business and Financial Times says succession gaps threatening survival of family businesses. I totally agree with that. Experts urge 500 million cedis like climate resilience fund to tackle floods and also waste crisis by 2027. GCB Bank named West Africa's regional bank of the year. And as government seeks to close gap between research and policy execution. And as Bojasi Community Bank posts robust profit growth. The Daily Searchlight is what is next. Daily Searchlight is a utility price hikes killer to 24-hour economy agenda. Minority size rising cost bearing on industry and consumers. There's more controversy over Sedinam Tamakloe. It's not Sedinam, please. It's Sedina. And there's time to elevate and go all out. That's Black Stars set for clash against Croatia to place team in better position for round of 32. Kennedy Japan sent to MPP disciplinary committee. That's with Daily Searchlight. And this was Larry Dogwe conviction. GJ calls for calm. Well, let me go to MetroTVOnline.com and check out what's there. MetroTVOnline.com says Black Stars arrive in Philadelphia for win or bust Croatia World Cup clash. And as I have a special bonus for you, businessman Ibrahim Mahama pledges. No team can intimidate you. Ministers, ambassadors visit Black Stars camp ahead of Croatia decider. Ecuador stunned Germany to reach World Cup last 32. Okay. All right. So that's it for the online and the newspaper review. Let me now check out what the quote cards are saying. What are the quote cards saying? Let's check that out now. What are the quote cards saying? All right. Okay, so the quote cards are saying that fake NIA officer jailed for defrauding Ghana card applicants, and that's with MetroTVOnline.com. And then you also have government to train at least 1,000 specialized nursing students yearly. All right, still with MetroTVOnline.com. All right, so I guess that's it. Stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. I have a date with my friends from Solidair Ghana. It's a pro-democracy policy think tank. They have some fantastic news that they want to share with you. It's something that you don't want to miss out on. That we'll do that briefly before we kickstart our conversation for the day, so please stay with us.
And see the use of Honorable Kennedy in Bantama attacking the party and government again. Threatening the party, saying that MPP will go to the position in 2025. But went further to lie, to use blatant force and see the use of Honorable Kennedy in Bantama attacking the party and government again. And see the use of Honorable Kennedy in Bantama.
Thank you, Maru. Would it be fair to say that this is both internal primary effects and that things will die down and the party doesn't need to really do much? People should be allowed to vent, which is what Kennedy Japan is doing. Or this should be considered anti-party, where the party...
Dr. Baumia to become the president of the Republic of Ghana in 2025. So all of us, we applauded him, thinking that we are going into 20.
All right, so as you can see, floods continue to ravage parts of Accra. Yesterday rained heavily and oh la la, here we go again. That's the video you saw was some parts of Spintex where, as you can tell, there's flooding. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. We talked about it yesterday and we said until we get our sanitation, problems dealt with, or we get it solved, we'll continue to record these kinds of incidents. We have to really get up and do something about this. Let's get a city clean up again. Let's get Ghana clean again. And we know exactly what to do. If you decide to give out these kinds of cleaning business to small businessmen and women to do it, we're always going to have this. Give it somebody who has the capacity to deal with this flooding problem. We really have to get the city clean again. Once we clean out the choke gutters, we make sure that all the refuse that's dumped, on the roads and streets of Accra are collected and swept and so on and so forth. It will reduce this drastically. You'll notice that, yes, we've been recording floods, yes, for many decades. But it looks like this year has been the worst, And I'm not surprised because, in fact, in one of the papers today, there's an MP who's been saying that because the Zoom Lion group of companies contracts been cancelled, and that's why we're recording this. Well, we'll find that out if exactly that's the case. We'll deal with that, but I don't think that is far-fetched at all. I mean, if you have a private company that's a private company who was cleaning this country for us, and we could see the tangible results. Tangible results in the sense that when it rains, we don't see this kind of flooding. So if the company is not working for us anymore, it's not cleaning for us again, and we're beginning to see this, I think it only stands to reason, yes, anecdotally, that perhaps that's the reason why we're having these kinds of flooding situations. So as I said yesterday, let's come back to the table. Let's come back to the table and look at what is going right, what is not going right, and then what is not going rightly, and then we can deal and solve the problem once and for all, because it's such an eyesore, isn't it? It's such an eyesore that we can't even clean our own country. Then what else can we do? Anyway, so that's Sanitation Watch on Good Morning Ghana. I did promise you that my friends from Solidair Ghana have joined me this morning. And we're going to have a conversation about a big event that's coming off next week, Tuesday. Solidair Ghana is organizing perhaps one of the biggest governance, governance-related program. And the man who is going to be talking to us about it, he's joined us in the studio, and I'm just going to introduce him shortly before we get on with our conversation for the day. He's called Albert Simpson. He's the Director of Communications for Solidair Ghana. Albert, good morning. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Ghana.
Good morning, Moro.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you too?
I'm doing very well. It's a pleasure to have you join us on Good Morning Ghana. It must feel good, doesn't it?
Sure. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah.
And good morning to your cherished viewers as well.
Wonderful.
Sure.
First time on Good Morning Ghana?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, I see. That's good. I like your shirt though.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
What are you wearing? When they say what are you wearing, I hope you understand. When you go for these VGMAs and co, once you appear at the red carpet, they ask what are you wearing, which designer is designing your shirt.
Okay, mostly from Nalem.
Oh, from Nalem. Sure. And you're a big man.
Okay, we are emulating you.
What's happening on Tuesday? Talk to us about it. First of all, before you tell us what's happening on Tuesday, so Solidair Ghana, who are you?
All right, so thanks so much. I should have been here with our executive director.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's a crash in our program this morning. So you also have to appear on one of the media houses.
That's fine.
That's Joy Prime.
And that's Daniel Blaze.
Daniel Blaze,
Junior.
Yeah. He's the executive director.
Right.
Yeah, the program, Solidair Ghana is actually a pro-democracy think tank. Basically advocating for good governance, accountability, protection of the rights of the citizens, and then again to ensure that at least the system runs better. That's all that we do at Solidair Ghana.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. So what is this big event that's coming off on Tuesday?
All right. So, yeah, over the years we have organized some programs. In 2023, we had a program that featured the venerable Professor William Atuguba, Justice Atuguba. Now, we had on protecting our democracy, the role of the judiciary. And then again, we had another program that featured the other legal brains in the country. Now, this time around, we are going to actually feature Professor Kweku Azar, popularly known as, his real name is Professor Stephen Kweku Asare,
right?
Who is based in the U.S. He's a Ghanaian, but based in the U.S., a legal scholar, a social commentator, what we have realized is that over the years, we are basically going to look at the evolution of political parties, whether they have lived to the expectations and the ideals and the visions that they purpose to do, or whether there's a drift or a shift in the focus. So the very good professor will deliver a lecture on Tuesday at the UPSC auditorium on political parties, original vision and current realities. So basically we are going to, judge, brainstorm and see how best, whether, as I indicated, political parties have lived up to expectation. Yeah, basically that is on Tuesday.
It's a very interesting topic because just recently, the General Secretary of the NDC, Fifi Abikwete, has had cause to complain about, not necessarily complain, but to rant, about what the NDC has become today. And I'm using the NDC as an example because there's the General Secretary talking, what the NDC has become today as against what the vision of the original forebears, the original vision of the forebears was when the party was reformed, so AFRCP, NDC, and then NDC. And he references the flooding situation that we keep seeing in this part of town as something that could have been dealt with if the revolutionary spirit that the NDC had could have, the revolution, if it was still alive, And maybe one of these days we'll play that tip. So I think that the timing of this conversation is extremely interesting and very important, So, so he's the guest speaker. Who are some of the other notable people who will be there? Apart
from Professor Kweku Azar, we're going to have a panel discussion. So there are others who have been invited as discussants or panel members. So we have Professor Kingsley Agomo from GEMPA, who is a leadership and a governance expert. We also have Dr. Kwame Asante from Political Science Department. He's a senior lecturer at the department, Legon. So basically, and there are other political representatives who are going to be available at the time. We have extended an invitation to the minority and majority in Parliament to also, at least more or less, bring their reps or representatives to also serve as panel members. So basically, it's going to be good. It's non-political. So we're going to have a diverse views and at least, Georgia to see whether we have come, how far we have come. Yeah.
Who is attending these events apart from those you have invited? If somebody wants to attend this event, is it free of charge? Is it strictly by invitation? Tell us about the attendance protocol.
In fact, it's open to every Ghanaian. Every Ghanaian, all well-meaning Ghanaians.
Right.
Basically, students are coming, politicians are coming.
Sorry, where's the venue again?
UPSC, the West Conference Auditorium. UPSC. So Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. Yeah. So basically, it's open to all. Students are going to be available. Politicians are coming. And again, we have CSOs, we have legal experts, all persons are invited.
But did you make a conscious effort to invite the leadership of the other political parties, AMPP, PNC, NDC, how do you call it, what's the name of this? Akbalu's political party, APC, Dr. Hassan Ayaga. Did you extend an official invitation to all the leadership of these political parties?
Yeah. In fact, not all, but most of them have been invited. And we're expecting them to actually send their reps.
Who are some of the political? Because some of them are saying their movement. I mean, if you look at the UP, for instance, they will tell you it's not. They'll tell you it's a movement, more or less. That's the United Party. Do you know some of these political parties or movements that you have invited?
Not really. Basically, we have invited the two dominant political parties.
The two dominant political parties. But that's not fair, is it? That's not fair. Because they will tell you that they also potentially can form a government.
Exactly.
We don't know when.
We are praying at a time where we will break this the duopoly issue.
So maybe going forward.
Absolutely.
You may want to look at the other political parties and extend invitation to them. But what do you want to achieve with this? Aren't you just going to waste your time and talk? Finish? What's going to come out of this?
Not at all. We are looking at the 3 Ps. The past vision of political parties, when you look at the establishment of political parties from UGCC, even the pre-independence era, UGCC, CPP, then early post-independence, where you have, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's Pan-Africanism, coming down to Dankwa Buzia, the liberal tradition, and then, you come down to the 1992, where we had this constitutional issues where we have accountability, probity, and then all that. So what we seek to achieve is that we're looking at past vision, and then we are looking at the present realities, and then possible reforms. Because what we're going to do, what the professor is going to guide us through is that at the end of the day, if we realize we have not achieved the vision set up by political parties or the purpose for which they were established, then what are the possible reforms that could be formed or that we can achieve in the end? So basically, it's going to make a lot of impact.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I want to. So let's remind our viewers again. So first of all, it's happening on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
What time is it?
9:30 a.m.
9:30 a.m.
UPSC.
How many hours is it going to last? How long is it going to last?
Basically 3 hours.
3 hours. Yeah. Professor Kwekwaza, who a lot of people tend to think that he's only a lawyer. He's actually originally an accountant.
Yeah, sure.
That's his, that's his profession. But of course, he has some law background. So Professor Kwekwaza, and then you have Dr. Asasanti, and then you have Professor Senyo Agomo. Right, and it's going to be in 2 different sessions. So it's going to be the main speech, and then you're also going to have the how do you call it?
The panel discussion.
The panel discussion session.
And then Q&A from the audience.
Q&A from the audience.
Because students are going to be there, so they also need to at least participate in this.
Right. And you're saying it's open to the general public?
Open to everyone.
Okay, just come.
Sure.
Let's just come, and you'll be taken proper care of. All right. So let me thank you very much for joining us. So the gentleman you just heard, and so first, what are your parting remarks before you take leave of us?
Yes, thank you so much. Basically, as we have indicated, it's something that is going to be very interesting and insightful. And we are inviting everyone to be present, at least to come and then also, participate in such an event and to contribute to the growth and development of Mother Ghana, as it's been championed by Solidair Ghana. So, thank you for the opportunity, and I wish to see you. I hope you'll be present.
Yes. We'll be there.
Sure.
We'll be there, inshallah.
Sure.
We'll be there because it's a very interesting topic, honestly.
Very. And
it will be interesting to sort of follow it up, or for us to provoke or trigger, further discussions on political parties and the realities that we find ourselves.
Exactly.
Anyway, thank you. Then people will also be very interested because they will tell you that their forebears, their forebears had a certain vision in mind, a group of elites and so on and so forth. Whether that is what is currently happening is another matter.
There's a drift.
Whether this has been a drift or they're still on course. So let's call something called reality, as we take in French. Reality check.
Sure.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So the man, the gentleman you just heard is the director of communications for pro-governance or pro-democracy think tank, that's a Solidair. He's called Albert Simpson. He's been talking to us about a big event that's coming up on Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. UPSC Auditorium. And the topic, once again, is?
Political parties, original vision, and current realities.
Wonderful. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, so you're still watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Now, we'll be taking a trip to the Ada Songhor Lagoon. Something very, very controversial is happening there. So a group of civil society organizations went there, they paid a visit to the management of Electrochem Ghana, and it was meant to be a very simple issue. Go look at what's happening there, and if there's any suggestions or any suggestions or anything that you want to give the companies, to the pen company, can get better. It was meant to be a familiarization tour, but just this one single tour has turned out to be back and forth about what was said there, what wasn't said there. There's been all kinds of statements flying left, right, front, center. What exactly is happening? Is it Electrochem that's telling us the truth? Is it myth? Well, what exactly is happening? We're confused. We want to get to the bottom of that. So stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana.
And there they are. The squad is ready, lined up, ice cold, focused and prepared for national duty. Every bottle in position, every label shining with confidence. And here comes the selection. One bottle steps forward, picked from the squad, ready to deliver for Ghana. He takes the first sip. Oh yes, refreshingly hydrating. The whistle goes. The Black Stars are on the move. He breaks through the defense like flowing water. Beautiful control. He lines it up. He strikes. Goal! Ghana is awake. From the fridge to the field, Awake keeps you refreshed. Awake purified drinking water. One for life. Proudly supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students? Look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600 360, and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
Finding my dream apartment in just 2 days was a breeze with 7terragh.com. Looking for your next home, the perfect piece of land, or the best commercial property for your business? Are you worried about sending money home for property and finding nothing when you return? Well, worry no more. 7terragh.com is just a platform to find prime lands, perfect properties, or vibrant real estate development at the click of a button. 7terragh.com is your go-to property listing platform that allows you to register, list, rent, buy or sell, and connect with correct agents. With our AI-powered smart search, personalized dashboards, verified agent connection, and interactive property maps, all your property needs have been made easier. Check us out on 7terragh.com or contact us on 0302 998 246 or 0561 032 252. 7terragh.com, powered by MNC Properties.
Mommy, good morning.
Good morning, my son. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mom. How about you?
I'm fine.
Joe, I just saw your mom doing her usual morning routine. Like, it was just 2 weeks she underwent a major colon surgery.
Bro, see, my mom is doing perfectly fine, and we're all excited about it. It was minimally invasive surgery, and the recovery has been very fast.
Minimally? Hey! No, wait. What do you mean by that?
So they offered my mom a laparoscopic colon surgery. Laparoscopic colon surgery,
Hey.
which we accepted. It turned out it was equally safe with a very fast recovery time, and the cost involved too was very, very reasonable. She was discharged 3 days after the surgery, and you can see her, she's on her feet again.
3 days?
Just 3 days, bro.
Mean Tuber Hospital, first Ghana colorectal center, aimed to serve a peculiar health need.
Looking for comfort, convenience, and class all in one place? Welcome to Stay Easy Apartments on Conference Center, where modern living meets exceptional service. Whether you're staying for business or leisure, Stay Easy offers you a home away from home. Spacious and well-furnished apartments, pool, gym, and everything you need to relax and feel at ease. Planning a meeting, workshop, or special event? Our event ground and state-of-the-art conference center is designed to host your events and bring your vision to life. From corporate gatherings to private functions, we provide the perfect space, supported by modern equipment and a professional team ready to assist you. At Stay Easy, your comfort and success are our priority. Book your stay or reserve your space today. Call us at 020-739-1473 or 0244-226367. Stay Easy Apartments and Conference Center. Stay easy with us.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to Amame Manfo, Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so buying, and Maniswing, Nesasu Mama Hotoso, and will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Today's class is going to be an exciting one. Now, who can share an unforgettable moment in their life? Okay, Asempa.
I'd like to talk about my first time. It was her natural look, complemented by her favorite green silky apparel that caught my attention. I have to say, she automatically possessed me with her smile, which exposed her beautiful white teeth. That's not all, her enduring signature perfume could be smelled from afar. Madam, why do you look so surprised? My first time with her was special and irresistible. I'm talking about Cindy Rice. Cindy Rice can be found in selected supermarkets nationwide.
Cindy Rice, sweet aroma, great taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
From the rich soils of Ghana, our farmers grow the finest ingredients. We clean, hand select, and carefully craft into bold, unforgettable flavors. And when you open our little bag of big taste, it's pure, bold, unforgettable flavor bursting in every bite. Enjoy the goodness, made with big care. This advert is FDA approved.
My new girl is coming over today, and I have to give her a treat of her life.
Hi. Hey.
Good afternoon. How are you doing? Fine. I got you a paint. This is easy waterproof paint, the best ever solution for all sort of leakages. I got it for you.
Thank you. Easy waterproof paint can be used on any surface, being it cement,
blocks, roofing sheets, swimming pools, and more. It can also be used as primer before you apply any paint to help provide extra protection.
Easy waterproof paint. No more leakages.
Good morning, Ghana on Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moro. Now, one of my guests is already seated and we'll kickstart our conversation shortly. But before we do, I need to remind you that please discover MNC Group Global, your #1 partner in minerals and food commodity trading, real estate development, general logistics procurement, management consultancy, investment advisory, import and export with headquarters in East Legon, Accra, Ghana. They also have their group, MNC Group has offices in Dubai, Hong Kong, and then Guangzhou in China, Johannesburg in South Africa, Virginia, USA, Arizona in Italy, and also Hanover, Germany. We connect markets that drive business growth with tailor-made solutions that will meet your needs. So trust us to maximize your value in every deal. So reach us on MNC Group at mncgroup@gh.com or call us on 0302 998-246, 0302-998-246 or 026-5505-337 or 056-103-2252. MNC Group, totally reliant. Once again, let me remind you that our WhatsApp line is active. So if you have any view you want to express, you have a contribution you want to make, you please send us the videos of issues again in your community. Contribute to the discussions on the show. 05586391114. You see that beautifully advertised or beautifully put on your screen. So just take that number again, 05586391114. So far, we want to say a big thanks to all of you who have taken time off your very busy schedule to go out there to your communities and you've been sending us some videos. We're looking at those videos and we'll be putting them out shortly. Sometimes some of the videos are amateur, so we have to do, we sort of have to fine tune it a little bit so that it become airworthy. So you relax if you send us some video and you're not seeing those videos one of these days, not one of them, but sooner rather than later, we'll put it out. And then we'll call out, or we'll call on, not call out. Yeah, we may call out, depending on the situation. And in some cases, we'll call on or appeal or request that your situation is attended to. But just this morning, somebody sent us a video on that same line about the Spintex flooding situation. Terrible, terrible, totally unacceptable. And it's all because we're not cleaning Ghana. We're not cleaning Ghana. Let's give it to the people with the competences and the capacity to clean Ghana. And we know who the people are. I'm sure that the government of the day knows exactly who can do the job. We know. Let's not take decisions based on emotions and sentiments and people's thoughts and people's opinions and so on. Let's take the decision based on a sense of patriotism. Let's take those decisions based on ability to do the job. Finish. Look at this one. Yesterday we played this one. Another video on Community Watch. And already we're told that we're getting some reactions and some responses from the powers that be. We'll speak to one of them, maybe the regional minister, and we'll speak to him to find out what he's doing about this situation because the residents there are complaining. Look at that. It's a Songhor Lagoon. I think it's overflown its bounds and the people there are struggling. People are struggling. You see that beautiful house there? If nothing is done about it, it's just going to collapse. It's going to just wash it away. And the gentleman who did this, and the name has escaped me, he was the one, I think he's the one in your shot. He went out there, took this video and sent it to us. Thank you very much for that patriotic duty that you have undertaken. We can't thank you enough. And these are the kinds of public-spirited people we want to hear from. Take videos, take pictures, let us know what's happening in your community. Send them to us. we want to be a part of that watchdog community, and that's why we have the Community Watch. Will, help us to watch what's happening in your community. Look, if there's some wonderful things happening in your community, let us know as well. We can't be negative all the time. We can't be negative all the time. If there's some wonderful, fantastic things that's happening in your community, take a video and send it to us. And let's thank those who are doing that job. If they're bad things, send them to us. And again, Bright, please, let's put the number up again. Let's put the number up again. Yes, let's do that again. Yes, 055-863-9114. It is not for calls. Please, don't call. When you call, you won't like the voice. The man there, a busy man. Don't call. Please, send a message. Send a message. Finish. You have something to say, you can put in an audio and send it. But don't be calling. Otherwise, like I said, we'll be forced to reconfigure the tablet or the phone we're using, and then we may have to block people from calling, So please just send a message. That's all that we need. Message, video, pictures. Worst case scenario, send us an audio, and then we'll look at it. All right, so I indicated to you earlier, and before I do that, let me just say that Mr. Alfred Thompson is with us this morning. He is a former Deputy Managing Director of the National Investment Bank, that's NIB, and a National Treasurer aspirant for the New Patriotic Party. He's also one of the solid, fantastic communicators for the NPP, championing the ideals and the ethos and the values and all that his party stands for. He's been doing that for many years. He just wants the delegates to thank him and reward him for hard work. Hard work must count, isn't it? It must pay, it must count, it must pay, it must pay. We must appreciate people when they work hard. It's as simple as that. That's all he's asking the delegates to do for him, make him the next national treasurer of his party. So far, nobody's contesting that position. I haven't heard. As far as I'm concerned, he's alone. He's going unopposed. Finish. Alfredo, Manche, Miniano. Always good to see you. Always good to see you.
Great to see you.
Oh, you're unopposed. Hello. No, we have to go unopposed.
Some few people come in, but I know that the delegates will
It's called testing the waters.
Yeah,
testing
the delegates
the waters.
will
Finish.
speak.
They will just say they want to, but nothing will happen. Yeah, nothing will happen. You're going unopposed.
Amen.
Yes. Going unopposed is also part of. It's also part of democracy. We don't always have to go and be going around, campaigning and attacking each other, and end up then now you say reconciliation becomes a problem. So yes. But good to see you. I hope you're doing very well.
Very well, by God's grace.
How are the grounds?
Not bad. I mean,
you're still consulting.
At the moment, we've started the polling station.
Okay.
Constituency elections. We finished with the polling station, the electoral area. Now we are doing the constituency elections.
Okay.
Most people are being vetted by the end of this week.
Okay.
And hopefully by early July, they should have their elections.
Okay.
So after that, then we can start moving around to meeting them and talking to them, because now you started having a delegate base, which is made up of the constituency and the regional.
Alfred, let me, I beg you, rudely interrupt you. I need to do this interview. I mean, the whole of this week, there have been some publications in the papers, and it has to do with Electrochem Ghana. There was some visit by some civil society organizations to Electrochem Ghana, so familiarize with the work of Electrochem Ghana. And of course, if they have any criticisms, they're allowed to level against the company, if there are any suggestions as well. And then after that visit, there was some comments that were made by some of the participants, those who were there. And it's been making the rounds in the paper since Monday. And so we've been wondering what's happening. And so we did our checks and we realized that something very funny is happening. And so we've had to follow up with these civil society organizations to find out exactly what is the story, So Benjamin Insia Asari has joined us on the phone to sort of set the record straight on this matter, because he was part of the crew that was there. So Benjamin Insia, that's his name. Sorry, because our goalkeeper did well. So yes, I thought it was you. So Benjamin Insia is Executive Director, Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy. He has joined us on the phone. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining. Good morning, Ghana.
Good morning, Moro. I will see you.
Sorry?
I said, good morning, Mora. I will see you for adding an Asari to my name.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, he will see you.
You mean the Benjamin Asari that attached to your name? You like, huh?
I don't. Benjamin is the name, bro.
You know, he's a hero of our times.
He is.
Yes.
But Benjamin is my name, so I think that we should stick to that.
I hear you. Benjamin Insia is the man we're going to be talking to. Ben, from Monday this week, there have been all kinds of publications about the Minerals and Investment Fund increasing their shares in, or their stake in Electrochem. And this publication came out as a result of some familiarization tour that you embarked upon at the Songhor Lagoon, where Electrochem has been mining salt for some time now. I mean, what is it that we're hearing? What do you know about this matter which has come up? First of all, what was the tour? What was it for? And what are some of the issues that came up during the tour?
Okay, thank you very much. The salt industry for some time now lacks policy direction. So some CSOs initiated a conversation to critically look at salt as a development mineral and the potential opportunities that it comes with in terms of revenues and also job creation as well as community development. So we initiated, STEMSA for instance, initiated this conversation, and then Electrochem came in to tell us what they've been doing in that sector as a private entity supporting Ghana's agenda of revitalizing the salt industry. So we were invited in conjunction with other CSOs. I did the invitation on behalf of Electrochem. We went to tour to understand their operations, understand their investment, understand the opportunities they've created for local participants, and to also advise or recommend a better approach for future investment as well as expansion of their operations to realize the 2 million metric tons and the revenue that will come in to the government of Ghana in terms of exports. So they took us through their investment, and we think that is one of the most sustainable investment that they've done. It's one of the best that Electrochem has done because aside Pambros, I think Electrochem's productions are quite higher, and if further opportunity is given, it is a sector that can create many jobs. So when we heard the jobs they've created, when we heard the production they've done, the revenue or the fiscal side in terms of how much they've contributed to state coffers, we just admired this particular investment as being one of the most sustainable. And the name of MAFE came in because we also thought that MAFE did a rational investment. MAFE did a patriotic, as you used it earlier, and also a very risk-free investment in Electrochem. Looking at the product, we're talking about a product that has about 14,000 uses. And if the investment continues over years, we think that it is likely going to create over 4,000 direct jobs, as well as over 12,000 indirect jobs. And this should be part of the research agenda. So as CSOs, I think that we actually lauded this particular investment. And any of the CSOs speak to a side recommendation that Electrochem has to look for alternative source of funding to expand or scale up operations based on their own milestones that they've created for themselves in terms of listing on the stock or getting other private equity abroad to invest. We think that it is the best because the government leader Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, which has some agencies that supervises the salt sector, either the Ministry of Trade and Industry that's at deeper in terms of export and others, have not critically developed a better policy direction for us as a country when it comes to salt production. So if private entities with government equity inside is doing something marvelous, it's good we all support it in a patriotic way so that we increase export and create jobs for the people within the Songhor area.
Now, there's been a rejoinder from the Minerals Income Investment Fund, and I have a copy here, and it says for immediate release, June 24, 2026, and it says the attention of the Minerals Income Investment Fund has been drawn to a publication titled CSO's Lord MIF's Investment in Electrochem, and it's published in the Chronicle newspaper of June 24, 2026, which created the erroneous impression that MIF has increased its equity investment in Electrochem Ghana Limited. And it says it wishes to state unequivocally that a publication under the headline CSO's Lord MIF's Investment in Electrochem is factually inaccurate in that regard. And it says for the avoidance of doubt, MIF has not increased its investment in Electrochem Ghana Limited beyond its existing equity position. Any suggestion or inference that the fund has undertaken a fresh or additional investment in the company is therefore misleading and does not reflect the true state of affairs. The fund further wishes to clarify that it continues to engage the company on matters relating to its outstanding obligations to MIF, including dividend payments on the fund's preference shares and delayed royalty payments. While MIF acknowledges the interest shown by various stakeholders in the development of Ghana's salt industry and appreciates ongoing discussions on the strategic importance of the Songhor Salt Project, the fund has not made any pronouncement regarding additional equity participation in Electrochem Ghana Limited. MIF remains committed to transparency, accountability, and accurate public communication regarding its investment and operations. We therefore urge sections of the media to verify information with the fund before publishing stories that may create public misunderstanding or misrepresent the fund's position. The public is accordingly advised to disregard claims suggesting MIF has increased its investment in Electrochem Ghana Limited. My question to you, did anybody state during this familiarization tour that MIF had actually increased its equity investment or its equity in Electrochem Ghana Limited? Did it ever come up?
No. So far as I'm aware of, none of the CSOs mentioned MIF's renewal of investment or maybe increasing their stake in the equity participation of Electrochem. What we realized was that already MIF had invested some equity in this particular entity, and we lauded MIF because we think that is one of the best decisions they've taken, because salt is a sustainable product. You really need the sun and then the seawater and maybe the pounds you create. And unlike the precious minerals, unlike the critical lithium that has some impact on the environment, salt doesn't. We just need the sun and then the rainwater. So we think that because of the sustainable nature of the product and how it is likely going to, its production is likely going to live that long, we think that it's very rational that they engage in this particular investment. We also thought that it's very strategic. We thought that it's very risk-free, and we even called on MIF to increase investment because we think that if they're able to scale up production and also expand other operational facilities of their milestones or production, we think MIF's retention will be higher than even investing in other portfolios that MIF had done. So none of the CSOs mentioned that MIF had increased or will be increasing, but we asked for such increment because it's needed now to be able to show that they also realize the dividends from the investment that they put in. So this is what happened. None of the CSOs, maybe the media that reported it, also did other research and added some form of information that was not part of the communication that occurred there. The communication that occurred there was that MIF has investment there, but MIF has not increased investment after what they put in earlier. And that was the communication that some of the CSOs put out. But yet we lauded them, thinking that it's very rational, it's an uncertain decision, it's a risk-free decision, it's very financially sustainable decision, and we think that it's good that they maximize or optimize opportunities in the sector and also add more investment because, as I indicated earlier, the salt industry has a huge potential. If you look at West Africa, apart from Ghana and Senegal, most of the countries do not do salt. We still import most of our salt products from Brazil, China, and some European countries. So if Ghana and Senegal, especially Ghana, even has a better opportunity to maximize or optimize opportunities from the salt sector, and MIF comes in, there's nothing wrong with that. So as you indicated earlier in one of your introductions, sometimes we need to be very pragmatic, very realistic, very analytical in most of the decisions we take when it comes to investment in Ghana. And I think that Electrochem, as we observed there, has done some marvelous investment, and it is good that we also laud their partners, MIF, in this particular endeavor that they're carrying Ghanaians along with.
Well, so quite clearly there's been a case of misreportage. This is poor reporting on the part of whoever churned out this story. Now, my final question to you is this, that, so again, it's also important that we state that, yes, it is your wish that we increase or we ramp up or we see an uptick of investment in Electrochem Ghana Limited's operations, because they're doing some fantastic stuff. But nobody, as far as you're concerned, from the team that you visited Electrochem Ghana Limited ever said that increase has happened. And that's the misinformation that you intend to correct, isn't it?
Yes, because I was the one who directed the interviews. I think Uncle Kofi Kapito spoke, Yauche from SF spoke, Okansi from Revenue Mobilization Africa spoke, and I directed all these conversations and how statements should be released now. So we are surprised that media misinforms and even brings in that MIF had increased investment, and that is something that we need to address. Maybe the media got this information not told, but maybe some research it has also done. And if the media had done due diligence with MIF, they would have corrected us. So we're also expecting that particular media house to also restate the fact that none of the CFOs said that MIF had increased or had put in more resources after what they've done earlier. What we are calling for is that we wish that MIF increases more resources at Electrochem, because the potential there, the opportunities there in terms of job creation, in terms of revenue mobilization, in terms of community development, in terms of opening an ecosystem that has a sustainable business enterprise is something that a country we must look at. And if you are talking about research in Ghana, I think the salt sector should be one of the priority areas of the government, and MIF belongs to government. So increasing their investment wouldn't be a bad thing, because what they put in already is one of the best investment decisions MIF has taken. All right.
Now, finally, beyond engaging the media and obviously setting the record straight and correcting the misinformation that's out there, do you intend to, for instance, engage MIF to explain to them what exactly happened, what was not said, what was said, etc.? Because they've put out a statement, and quite clearly from the statement, they're saying that, you know, you have, as in whoever did the story, has misinformed the public.
So I also think that in the coming days, the civil society organizations that are especially led by CEMSE, which is the Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy, will be meeting MIF on this particular subject to address some of their concerns, because we also think that maybe they misread the article that came from Chronicles, and for that matter, meeting them will address some of these grievances, so that we also call them to increase their investment in Electrochem, because we believe that such investment will never go waste, because salt, as we know, since the sea never dries, salt production will continue till thy kingdom come, till eternity. And putting an investment there is one of the best that offers them higher returns than any of the commodities that they are investing in.
Okay. First of all, congratulations. You're doing a good job. You know, oftentimes CSOs just focus on issue statement and organizing press conferences and so on. Now you've decided to, you know, it's called boots on the ground. You're visiting and seeing things for yourself. And I like the, you know, the feedback you're giving after that visit at Electrochem. You're saying they're doing some fantastic stuff. They need some more push. They need some more support. Well, we'll see how that pans out. And one of these days, let's have a conversation in the studio. Thanks, Ben.
Sure, Mauro.
Thank you very much. Benjamin Desiai is the Director, Center
Your
for
call has been put on hold. Please
Energy. Wait. Yes, we've not put anybody's call on hold. We're sorry about that. Anyway, so yes, we've not put anybody on hold. Please, the people are here. We've not put anybody on hold. Alfred, always good to see you. So let me also say that the other guest has to join us. We'll take a little breather, but before we do, you know what? Let me just keep you in suspense. I'll tell you who the next person is. Just stay with us.
And there they are. The squad is ready, lined up, ice cold, focused and prepared for national duty. Every bottle in position, every label shining with confidence. And here comes the selection. One bottle steps forward, picked from the squad, ready to deliver for Ghana. He takes the first sip. Oh yes, refreshingly hydrating. The whistle goes. The Black Stars are on the move. He breaks through the defense like flowing water. Beautiful control. He lines it up. He strikes. Goal! Ghana is awake. From the fridge to the field, Awake keeps you refreshed. Awake purified drinking water. One for life. Proudly supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kelkit's Toothpaste. Wow. I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kelkits, happy smile.
From the day you were born here in this place.
Score your dreamland with us this World Cup season.
We guarantee genuine lands because Ghana deserves nothing less.
The future is secure when you invest with Estate Masters.
At Estate Masters, we make every transaction smooth, transparent, tailored to you.
From Kaswa to every corner of Ghana, we are here for you.
Strengths are people, just like the Black Stars.
Together, we win on the pitch and in building homes for Ghanaians.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson,
me didn't tum Mr. Friend Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friend, me once now. Hey, that's you. Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the action. Sasso spray, Mr. Friend is Sasso quell. Yeah, go to my Sasso.
Come on, Tom Preco.
Ghana for the second World Cup running, the only Africans left standing.
What's getting a number of good ones? We could take close to 200 doctors. Oh, Pias and Nampi. I challenge you today with Jackpot Day. We dare live.
He's in the area. He's scored.
Oh,
It's the Lucky World Cup Sikapuduo promo. Every 11th June, Kosi 31st July 2026. Play and win your share of the 1 million Ghana City jackpot with a minimum stake of just 10 Ghana Cities. 20 lucky customers go win their share of the 20,000 Ghana Cities daily jackpots. Top 10 agents go chop bonus every weekend. Trying to Lucky app, Lucky website. Agent to ana dial *288#. Lucky World Cup Sikapuduo. Kitty one the tickets. Yeah.
Auntie, one man no chopo. Blow bia di opera mame.
Terms and conditions apply. Play responsibly. Not for persons under 18. Licensed and regulated by the NLA.
Lucky. Play small, win big.
Metro TV, original 91.9 FM. We're representing live at the FIFA World Cup 2026 in Philadelphia and in Boston. Anything about the World Cup from the Black Stars training camp, from the Black Stars Hotel, interviews with the team, interviews with the coaches, we will bring it to you live on Metro TV, original TV, and of course, original 91.9 FM. Once again, the name is Gideon Ochenim Gattuso, Raise the Power 7, reporting live from the US of A. Stay tuned for more.
The World Cup coverage on all IMG platforms is brought to you by Estate Masters.
You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. Need I remind you that our WhatsApp line is 055-863-9114. 055-863-9114. Let us know what you think. Send us your opinion, your views, your contributions, but more importantly, send us those videos about what's happening in your community. It doesn't have to be bad news all the time. There's some wonderful things happening in your community. Please let us know so we can commend whoever is doing it. And if something is not going rightly, let us also know so we can call the person out or call on the person to do the right things. Okay, so here we go, 0558-639114. Some of you have sent us messages already about the flooding situation. I'll be reading it shortly. So I mentioned to you that my other guest is here, and I'll have to get the pronunciation of his name correctly so that I don't get sued in court. Honorable Noku Kofi Akon is representing the NDC. He's an MP for Evalue Ajomoro. You know, we used to say Evalue. Apparently, it's Evalue Ajomoro. Jura. Yes, today we've been schooled. We have learnt something new. Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Moro.
Good to see you.
Yes.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. So far, so good.
Yes. And how is the family? How's the constituency?
Yeah, the family is good.
Okay.
Moro, but the only issue has to do with the flooding.
Yeah.
It's a big issue.
It's in your area?
Yeah, it's my area. I mean, especially
in your area too?
Yes, in the Jura areas, we're talking about as we speak now, more than 7-8 communities are just cut off as we speak.
Wow.
You know, Evalue Jura is very close. The Ankobra River cuts through the constituency from the north to the south.
Oof.
So you can imagine when the banks of the river overflows. So it's a big issue, but yeah, we're managing. I sent my MC and the NADMO coordinator and some of the constituency executives to visit some of the communities to give out some relief items and also to assure them of our support for them. You know, so that's the situation. It's very bad. I believe the Western region has been hit hard this time around. You know, so it brings to the table what measures we all need to put in place. And I think that it should be an all-round table thing. Everybody has a role to play if we are to ensure that these floodings comes to an end. So basically that's what it is, you know. So I want to wish my people, those communities that are affected, it's unfortunate, but it's something we have to look at going forward so that we can make things right. Yes.
You know, there's a there's a view that this year's flooding has perhaps been the worst. From where you sit, what do you think is causing this?
Well, thank you. And I believe this is the discussions that we should be having, you know, because it cannot be that we should be in a situation where every year more than 4 or 5 billion lives are affected. You know, I always say that the Ghanaian is not like somebody in the Western world where we have most of our items insured, you know, even our household items, you know. So when the flood comes and then the effect hits hard, you can imagine how they will be able to resurface after all the struggle, you know. But I believe it's multifaceted factors. One has to do with, I think, waste management, you know. We have an issue with waste management from Accra to Axim all over. And the high use of single plastics. The average Ghanaian, I mean, I don't know how many bottles of water you consume a day, but you can imagine, I always say that after consuming it, you might think you've just disposed it in a bin. But where does it end up, you know? And unlike other countries where I believe, even in Uganda and Rwanda and others, we need to copy from them and also see through this issue about single plastic use. It has to be banned. I mean, absolutely. We have to look at it. So I believe that our handling of the waste management is a factor. And indiscipline too is another factor. You know, the Ghanaian, when it comes to sacrifices, sticking to the right course. No. You know, so building in places where people are not supposed to build, and also is also an issue. And only, of course, the illegal mining where, I mean, people just digging up all over. You know, so there are multifaceted factors that we all have to look at. But I believe that in Accra and other areas where illegal mining doesn't happen, why does it flood? I mean, it has to do with indiscipline and also waste management. So I've always believed that even in Parliament, I speak to my colleagues, I think that it's about time we look at how we can deal with single-use plastic, because it's scary where we are heading towards as a nation.
Well, let me ask you this. You're a member of the Assembly.
Yes.
By virtue of being an MP. Government decided to terminate the contract of one of the, in fact, perhaps the biggest cleaning company in this country, which is called Zoom Company Limited. And they decided that it was going to decentralize, you know, the cleaning job and give it so that assemblies would take charge. From your constituency, and for that matter, your district, and for that matter, I mean, do the assemblies from where you sit have the capacity to do the kind of cleaning that Zoom Lion Company Limited used to do?
Yeah, Moro, thank you. I mean, like you said, I think that when you come to the Izuma East Assembly, Zoom Lion hasn't completely been pushed out of the management chain.
Okay.
What the Assembly now is handling is the people who do the sweepings.
Okay.
But when it comes to the evacuations and the landfill management, it's still being managed by Zoom Lion.
Okay.
Because, and I support it actually, because I know for a fact that these workers who used to work, I mean, throughout the year, and at the end of the month, the salary was 200 Ghana cedis and 250 Ghana cedis. And it could be in arrears. It could be in arrears for like a year. But I know for sure that as we speak now, we have about 50 workers that are handling the sweeping, but they are being paid 500 cedis every month. You know what I mean? And that is a source of motivation. So basically what I'm saying is that Zoom Lion is not completely out, because it got to a point where even the gadgets, the items that they need for sweeping was a problem.
Okay.
I mean, the brooms and also they used to have this tricycle. You know, you could see one sweeper just carrying rubbish on the head, trying to improvise because the items were not there. So I believe that, like I said, private partnership. So it's been good. There's been an improvement, but the only issue has to be with the landfill. Axim is not in like Accra. We have a lot of space and open spaces for that. So it's being handled better as we speak now. Yes.
But the question I keep asking is that if we had the resources to pay these workers at the end of the month after working, why then did we have an agreement with the company that says pre-finance and then I'll pay you later? And then the company pre-finances it for years and the government doesn't pay, right? How then do you expect the company to survive under such an arrangement? So it was possible for us to pay 500 Ghana. All we needed to do was to get the company to say, you do the cleaning and then we'll pay the workers.
No, Moro, I think it has to do with the increase in allocations to the district assemblies by this government.
Okay.
You know, because this is my second term as an MP, and I could tell you for a fact that there's been about 80% increase. So the assembly has an allocation for sanitation, which is quite substantial.
The sanitation is only 10% of
10%.
Yeah, because it's been cut.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, so there is at least funds available for that, and that is what is helping. If it had been, let's say, the previous administration where you know the capping was a problem, I don't think we wouldn't have been in a position to be paying them as we
so you see,
so it's a way forward.
Exactly the point I was trying to make, that the problem was the allocation of resources.
Exactly.
Because the Zoom Lion Ghana Limited was only going to pay what the system said it should pay the people. They don't decide how much, because if I pay and you can't pay me, I'm in trouble. So the system says, the government, when I say the state, says pay these people this amount of money and then we'll pay you later. Now, do you think that today that there'll be more resources, made available to the assemblies, and you tell the same company that, okay, now we can afford 500 Ghana cedis every month, so pay them 500 Ghana cedis. Zoom Lion can't say they don't pay 500 Ghana. It's not their money. It's the state's money. And that's what I'm saying, that perhaps we may have to have a rethink about the arrangement with the company, because the fact of the matter is that we're beginning to see that it's hurting, our sanitation drive. A lot of people you speak to will tell you that, look, it looks like the city.
Seriously.
Yes, the system is dirtier than it used to be in the past. So, yes, I get the point you're making, but I'm just saying that perhaps it was also because of the non-availability of resources. That's what created the problem. Now that resources are available, why not? Let's get the people with the expertise and the capacity to clean. Where there are challenges, we can always fix them and correct them going forward. But anyway, that's just by the by. Your constituency, usually you don't see the Ajomoro.
My morning bite too.
I'll come back to you. Yeah, it's very important. I know you want to have your take on this matter. But Ajomoro, why? It's always missing. You always see Valejura.
Yes, I think going forward, the district is Zuma East, which has been more of a unifying in everything. We happen to be 3 dialects. The Valuers made up of the people of Axim, where I belong to. The Ajomoros are in the middle, and then the Jurors are in the up north. Like I said, because the River Nkobra cuts across, unity has been quite a problem. So the Ajomoro people felt that they were being left out. So I think it was just about 8 years ago where my predecessor, Katrina Feku, pushed for that. But in future, we're even looking at a more unifying name, because I believe that a name like Nzamais wouldn't do bad. In Parliament, it's even difficult for people to mention Evaluate Ajomodra. And then for it, it's always there. Even when it comes to primaries and elections, we are the Valuers against the Ajomoros. It's very much a problem. So basically that's what it is. So it is the Valuers in Axim, the Ajomoro, and we have 5 paramount chiefs. As we speak now, the Jura people have a paramount chief. The Ajomoros also have a paramount chief. So that is why it is Evaluate Ajomodra. So if it was going to be not in Zuma East and Evalojura, then Ajomo people also felt that they had to be represented. And that is why it is now Evaluate Ajomodra. But the district is in Zuma East, where the capital is in Axim.
Okay. All right.
But on that question, I think you have a constituency to call Jomoro.
Yes, Jomoro.
That is why
very much confusing.
Yes, it's confusing. That's why people usually drop. Yeah, they don't mention.
But it's now Dokas Afote, right?
Afotofe. She's the deputy minister for
transport. Yes. Afotofe. That's true.
So that's why I think people usually they don't mention that tomorrow.
It's very much confusing.
Yeah, very much confusing. That's true. And I'm told that the minister for lands and natural resources is more like the father of the of that particular region. I'm talking about the Western region. I mean, he's doing some very good things there. How true is this?
Very much so. I mean, we'd always stand up for him every time.
Wow.
He's been a godfather of the region, and some of us are in parliament because of his help.
Really?
And he's always there for everyone. I mean,
wow.
He's one person who wake up every morning, and aside praying for our family, he's the next in line that we pray for.
Wow.
And he's a down-to-earth person. He's open and listens to everybody. I believe he's also your friend.
Yeah, he is actually.
Yes. He's
I've heard a lot about the things he's doing for, and also apparently it's not just your region, but it's just I think his nature. You know, he just enjoys supporting and helping people.
That's how it is.
Yeah, he's such a good man. So wherever you are, Honorable Kofi Amabua is actually Ama Kofi Bua.
Yes,
right.
Emmanuel Ama Kofi
Bua. He used to be the former energy minister.
Yes.
He was deputy before.
He was deputy. He was very fortunate.
Yes, yeah.
He entered parliament first, and he got the deputy.
He was very lucky.
And now he's the minister for lands and natural.
He's just more lucky. That's the thing about
him.
And
he does well.
No, I mean, apart from, of course, I mean, his competence is hard. Well, some people work hard and so on, but they wonder what's happening. They do all the right things. There's nothing happening.
If you're not lucky, you're not
anyway,
lucky.
So kudos to you, and the Honorable Ama Kofi Bua, wherever you are. We greet you, and we will continue to pray for you. All right, Alfred.
Yeah.
You heard it, flooding. It's a big issue. It's a serious issue.
It's something I have been fighting and shouting about. But before I come there, I have a quick one I want to do for jurors in Ghana.
Right.
When I was coming up, I had a distress call from someone I don't know. I just saw the name there, which I can't mention here, but he just said that, please, we need your help. For the last 7 months or more, they haven't been paid. And these are jurors in Ghana. So I said, in Ghana too, do we have jurors? So I went and I Googled it and he said, yes. Ghana courts use a jury system. The 7-person juries panel is used exclusively in the High Court for specific serious criminal trials heard on indictments such as murder, manslaughter, and attempted murder. These are what the jurors do.
7 of them having been paid for 7 months.
Over. So I Googled again. I said, I don't want a situation where I come and sit here and talk. And then by the time I realized, the guy was maybe swindling me or, saying something that. So I went straight away and asked that, is it true that in the last 9 months, jurors have not been paid in Ghana? And he says, yes, it is true that jurors in Ghana have faced massive delays in receiving their allowances, which recent reports highlighting arrears spanning between 8 to 11 months. This lack of payment has repeatedly forced jurors across the country to embark on indefinite strikes. And then it goes on and on. The protests have severely crippled judicial proceeding centers. Accra High Court, 2025-2026, jurors should do their services indefinitely with spokesperson citing up to 8 months of outstanding arrears. With this recent upward adjustment of tariffs and even, transport and everything. These jurors are not people who are paid every month. They are paid as in that is their salary. But you expect the person to come to court and come and take a decision on someone's manslaughter, murder or something. These are serious criminal cases. If their basic allowances are not given to them, what are we trying to do? We are trying to bloody their hands. Because now what will start happening is that the person who knows that I've committed this serious offense will look for money and start seeing the weak people they can bribe. I don't think it's fair to them.
Right.
And I'll plead with the government that whatever they have to do to make sure that people, especially court issues, are not tampered with, so we get fair and a just system. Otherwise, our jurors are in trouble.
I get it.
And people are going to be in trouble. So I'll plead, and I know you take it up and continue with the pleading for me.
Yeah.
So we all get a fair system, because we all complain about the court system being biased, court system being this thing, you realize that even a layman will see something and say that, but this is a pure murder case. And someone will go and sit there and say that, well, we feel that he hasn't done any or he hasn't committed any crime. The person will walk away freely. Because if you haven't paid the person between 8 to 11 months, how do you expect the person to also even transport to the place and back?
I mean, the point is, delay in salary can put people in a very compromisable positions.
And it's really hurting.
Positions, because then they become very,
and that is what brings us back to the flooding system and the Zoom Lion and all this shenanigans that went on. As much as, yes, I agree to a point or an extent in the Manasseh Azuri write-up that came on and the fact that he was pushing government that they shouldn't continue with the, with the payment to them, because he felt that if you are being paid about 800 and people are getting less than that,
200 cedis,
it's not being fair. But the point in question is that this is a Ghanaian, fully Ghanaian-owned company. This company is getting paid in other countries 3 times what we are paying him here. Now, if you are paying him well and we are paying him on time, do you think the salaries of those who are doing the work will be shortchanged?
Not at all.
Because at the end of the day, he has to go and borrow money from the bank.
Exactly.
To pay his workers.
Exactly.
He has to pay interest on the money borrowed. Who is going to pay for that? And apart from that, there is also the track element that comes in. Last time I was doing a little bit of research and I realized that the track that he uses to, carry the refuse, take the refuse around, one is costing 120,000 euros.
Wow.
How many people can afford that? How many people can? And he's bought several. In fact, he's bought thousands of them that he's using across the country. So yes, he will say that, he is helping because at the end of the day, that truck that he is using, nobody can afford it. So you will still need him to carry it. But the truth is that we are paying people 500 now. Is the work being done and done properly? If Zoom Lion is doing it, we can hold him accountable. Now, if you are going to pay him well and pay him on time, we can sit down with him and tell him that, you know what, you can't take administrative costs so much. Let's sit down and look at it, the bill very well. You take this for administrative, maybe a 10% for administrative. You take some 20% for your transport, because the truck centers are expensive. There's a transport element in there. Then this is the rest for the workers who are doing their basic menial jobs. Right now, all our gadgets are choked. When you drive across Accra, all our gadgets are choked.
Yeah.
And that is why when it rains, even some small downpour, you realize that the whole system is choked and floods everywhere. And you know the interesting aspect, now it's even spoiling our streets. It's spoiling our roads. In fact, I took your WhatsApp number, and between now and weekend, I'm going to send you a video of my area. You know Ogbojo, when you are going down the road from ARS to the next roundabout, getting to Samamput that side, every day there's traffic there for hours. So I said, why is it that every time there's traffic here, let me drive down that road and see. So I drove down that road, trying to maneuver my way to the third gate, they call it. The manholes, not potholes, the manholes on that road. Manholes. And even the small roundabout over there. One of the days I was using my smoker and I heard boom. In fact, my heart. Because I felt that my rod ends were going to break. It's not, we are not being fair to ourselves. It's not helping us. And I'm pleading that, listen, let us find solutions rather than cutting people off. I don't think the cutting off of Zoom Lion has really helped us in this country. Sit down with him. And unfortunately for us, I realized when I'm watching your sanitation watch, he's still working and doing a lot of work.
For free.
With the government for free.
Yeah, that's how passionate he is.
It's like a hand-go, hand-come type of thing. Why can't we encourage him to do more rather than breaking him by saying that we don't want to give you the contract again?
I don't think he has been taken off from.
But there are some assemblies that are doing that. I mean, if he has a main sanitation rule.
What Honorable is saying is that they are doing the sweeping, but he is doing the
landfill management, evacuations, and the landfill management.
You see, sometimes based on these little add-ons that he has, he uses. You can use it to in management. You can use it to manage some of your destiny. Because as I said, the track is 120,000 euros. Right. If he's going to charge you according to the type of track he's using and the distance, capacity and everything, it might be more.
You can't say.
But you reduce it there and take more workers, which will give us job opportunities as well.
Yes.
But maybe on a manageable salary.
Yes.
Because if he can decide that, listen, I want to pay the people 700 or even 800 or even 600 more than what government is paying now. Yeah. But he needs the money, and it boils down to money. So let us help each other and let us manage this thing in such a way. It's not too late to look at this flooding system. Yeah. We shout. In fact, I think the last two presidents were saying indiscipline. But it starts with the government.
Right.
It starts with the government and how we are paying people. Fortunately, you've come and you've increased the district assembly fund by three times or so. But you are not feeling it in the sanitation.
Okay.
Because if it's gone up by three times what people were used to get, then let us feel it within our communities.
Okay.
But our communities are still dirty.
But I mentioned that my community is feeling it, with the exception of the way the Amkurba River is. So I say that in Accra.
I'm not talking about your community alone. No.
Ghana.
I'm talking about Ghana.
So it has to do with
because now
it has to do with approach to waste management. Like I said, you see, single plastic use is the debate we should be having now.
Yes.
So that we carry the citizens along.
When I was studying in UK, we used to have all these bags, rubber bags, when you go to the shop, shopping market, Sainsbury and then they use. But now they stop and are using paper bags.
And you have to pay for it.
Yes.
It's not free.
It's not free.
It's at a cost.
So every time when I go for a visit and I'm going with my brother to buy one or two things, then he has his shopping bag he puts in the back because he doesn't want to go and pay for those.
And more, there's this strategy that I admire so much.
Yes.
This in the UK and other areas, even with plastic bottle, the bottle from this one, if you can collect about 100 or 50,
they give you some money back.
You get some money back.
They give you some.
Or whenever you go back buying another set of water, there's a discount for you.
Yeah.
And that would be great. I mean, in my house, what I do is that after drinking, I kind of squeeze
it. Yeah, that's what you also do. So that it
but where to even drop it off is a problem.
You don't have purposely built.
And then also I think we should open up. I mean, recycling is something that we should draw the attention of everybody. All Ghanaians to get
recycling is also expensive, so we don't have a lot of people going into recycling.
And that is where we should be looking at
another issue.
Exactly.
When you look at the compost they use for all these black soil and all fertilizers and things, some of these waste are what they use.
Sure.
And we can quickly turn it into end products. I know on the on the
on the Achimota. When you go to Achimota.
Oh, it's Achimota.
Yes,
okay, I think that I thought there was another one on the where they used to fire service.
Okay.
They had this whole fecal place there.
Okay.
That's now they are turning all those into
yes. He's into the same business as well.
You see. My brother's piggery, for example, when he brings he turns the feces into black soil or the soil, and we use it for plants. The way it grows faster and better, it's so good. You don't even need to go and buy any fertilizer again. Right. And these are things we can quickly turn into this thing and give to farmers for free. As we go and buy so much fertilizer from outside, they've treated it so much that even when it comes, you start having issues with your body.
Yeah.
We have a long way to go, seriously. We really need to set up and have serious conversation and, put things into its perspective and drive it.
All right. So I want us to start with this. It looks like this issue about Sedinam Tamakloe is not going to go it's not going to go away. Honorable, for some reason, the minority has been doubting whether she's actually in prison. The Interior Minister, 2 days ago, in an interview with one of the media houses in this country, said that she is in lawful custody. She is in one of the state prison facilities, but then doesn't tell us exactly where she is, And so yesterday, the minority held a news conference.
Okay.
And in that news conference, a few things came out. And if you look at today's Daily Guide, Honorable, we're saying that Sedinam, the newspaper is saying Sedinam was not in prison for 15 days, according to the MPP. And Kofi Edu in Parliament House is reporting that the New Patriotic Party has alleged the former Chief Executive Officer of the Microfinance and Small Loan Center, Maslock, Sedinam Tamakloe Atuno, was not placed in prison custody for 15 days after returning to Ghana, despite being subject to custodial sentence. Addressing a press conference in Parliament yesterday, a member of Parliament for Meisha South and spokesperson for the MPP's Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee, Nana J. Bafwewa, said the party had conducted independent checks into the whereabouts of Mr. Tamakloe following her return to the country on June 9, 2024. According to him, the party's findings showed that the former Maslok boss was not admitted into any prison facility until June 24, 2026. We can categorically state that until yesterday, June 24, 2026, Madam Sedinam Tamakloe was not in prison custody from June 9. When she arrived to June 24, she was not in prison custody. That is a matter of record. Mr. Ewa said the MPP could confirm that Ms. Tamakloe was currently being held in female section of the medium security prison facility, but declined to disclose a location. So the MPP too said they found out, but they will also tell us where she is. Honorable, just a second. In the saying, he explained that the party was withholding the name of the prison because of the intelligence suggesting that government officials could use security concerns as basis to transfer her from the facility. The MP further alleged that Mr. Tamakloe entered prison custody under protest after being assured that efforts were being made to overturn the court's decision and prevent her imprisonment. Our intelligence is that she was assured they were not going to have her go into prison custody and that they were going to work around the clock to have the decision overturned so that she would have her liberty. Mr. Bafwewa also alleged that it was public pressure that ultimately compelled the government to transfer the former Maslok CEO into prison custody. All right. So, Honorable, let me get your thoughts on this. I mean, do you think that the minority has any basis, or the MP has any basis, to be suspicious about the whereabouts of Sedinam Tamakloe, or this is just plain mischief?
Thank you, Moro. I don't think we should be surprised with the press conferences by the minority.
Okay.
I always say that the MPP minority in Parliament has still not come to life to understand why they were sent into opposition. You know, we're talking about press conferences daily, about 5, 6 a week. People are even losing interest in their press conferences. I mean, I watched the media space for last night and today, and I don't think I've seen it being discussed even anywhere. I believe the Minister of State in charge of government communications, who is my brother, I share an office with him.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He was emphatic.
As in Parliament?
As in Parliament, you know. In Parliament. He spoke on it, and that the issue about she not being in custody was put out there, and it was open that if you contested it, you should come up with information to say that she's not in custody. I believe that it is a test case for us. I've always maintained that this is a test case for us, and that the whole world is watching as we push for Ken Oforiatta and the rest to come, for them to be repatriated to Ghana. It is for us to also ensure that we manage this issue very well. So I am most confident that she is in custody. So I don't know if there's any reportage anywhere as to where I thought with a press conference they were going to say that they have evidence to the fact that she is maybe at home or somewhere, but they couldn't prove it. So it's just much ado about nothing. I mean, like I said, do not be surprised about press conferences from the minority. I'm in Parliament with them, and they are doing press conferences, series of them, day in and day out. And that we've even lost count of the press conferences. It is a test case for us, and I know this government will not disappoint, especially as we seek to repatriate others. That's what I can say.
But the thing is that now the minority and the MPP are saying they agree with you that she's in prison, but she's only they only put her in prison just yesterday after 15 days after she arrived in the country. So their question is, where was she all this while? You know, during the 15 days, where was she kept? Was it in her home? Was it in somebody's home? You know, so that's what they want to know. In fact, they now tell us that they know exactly where Sedinam Tamakloe is.
That's good.
But anyway, these are the minorities' claims, the MPP's claims. I mean, we don't know whether what they're saying is true or not. We as journalists have also tried. We've called the prison service a few times, and they've told us that they'll come back to us with information. They haven't told us anything yet. So that's the MPP's claim.
So, more, I believe that there are protocols for every procedure, you know. So, but I doubt that. I want to believe that as soon as she arrived, she was not sent home, because if she was, they would have been the first to say it. I mean, people are monitoring all over. I mean, so I believe that there were some protocols that she had to go through. But like I said, this is a test case for us, and I know this government will not disappoint. I'm sure there might be a communique to the effect of the press conference. But I'm glad that you've confirmed that she is in custody, and I think that should settle it.
Okay. All right. Why is this matter of so much concern to the NPP? You have been well Sedinam Tamakloe. Since when did the NPP concern themselves
my
with
brother, the fine gentleman?
Who is which reason?
My brother, the fine gentleman, I felt was going to go straight to the point.
But I did.
Then he started playing politics with it. That minority are doing press conferences 5 a week. If you are doing more than 5, there are 5 days in a week. So every day we are doing press conference.
I said more than 5, so it could be 10. The last time I counted, it was 9 a week.
If you are doing 5 a week, then every day we are doing press conferences.
Oh, but it's a fact.
Then if, as a minority, every day we are doing press conferences, then it means that this government morally is weak.
No,
because it means that they are not performing.
He's suggesting that you are...
if every day a minority party, the biggest minority party is having a press conference, or if you are doing 5 press conferences in a week, then it means that the government is not performing.
Okay.
It means that the government is a sham.
But it depends on the subject matter of the press
conference. It means that you are a big problem as a government.
How is that?
Because I have stated every day that 1, you came on lies. 2, you are living with lies, which you have even proven now that you are living with lies. And I'll tell you the truth, in 2028, you lose with lies. Because Ghanaians are getting to know you and know your modus operandi. And that is where you people have to be careful. Because you can lie to the people most of the time. But when Ghanaians start doing you have to be careful. When they start doing you have to be careful.
Ghanaians are actually...
Now, let us come into the impulse of this case. When was Sedinam Tamakloe arrested or detained in US? Around January or so. And we said she was going to come, Or when we called Sedinam Tamakloe, the first thing they will say is that go and bring Ken Ofori-Atta, as if we are in government to bring Ken Ofori-Atta. They've forgotten that this Sedinam extradition was started during our time. 2024. That was when we started the extradition process. That Sedinam should come back to Ghana to serve her term because of the various commitments or the various things she had done. And I'm just trying to see some of them. You know, it was on the 17 million, that flood, the whole flood case that people lost their wares and things at Katamanto. It was part of the money that were supposed to be given to them that got lost in her bag. I don't want to say she squandered it, even though the courts have said that. But it got lost in her bag. And so many other things. There were so many series of things that she did that brought about all this sentencing. Knowing this party very well and their modus operandi, all the cases, whether good or bad, that were in court, did not see the end of day when they came into power. Immediately they got into power, they either discontinued or they were not interested. The so-called filing of nolli prosequi, which became the order of the day. That is the lovely word they start using. Nolli prosequi, nolli prosequi. Then we are going on. And they dropped all the cases against any of them. To the extent that even that boy who sits on air and insults people every day, including chiefs, including former presidents, including party leaders, including every individual, including Asante, in fact, including some judges that he was now wanted, flew into this country, housed very well, and then all of a sudden, his case was also dropped because the court has decided to waive off every charge against him. And you know that boy I'm talking about, I even forget his name because his words are full of insults. You don't know?
I don't know. Which is it Abonya? Is it Abonya you're talking about?
Kelvin Taylor.
I thought you were talking about your original chairman.
The man who said, or the small boy who said he made NDC win power in 2024.
He said that?
Oh yes, you haven't heard it. I can play the video for you to hear.
I haven't.
Oh, don't worry, I can play it for you.
No one individual can make a party win.
He said he did it.
But do you believe him?
If I want to believe him, then I want to know why he was brought into this country and he was not sent to the court straight away.
How do you know he was
counterback?
How do you know
or to counterback? Because he was a wanted person.
He's a
How do you know
Ghanaian coming back. Exactly. He's a Ghanaian coming home.
Listen, we are the biggest opposition party. We are watching with every keen eye.
You know this for a fact.
I said we are watching with every keen eye.
You mean Kevin Taylor cannot?
I won't answer all your questions. Let the public.
Kevin Taylor is referring to.
Now he can even ride in a first class jet and come to Ghana. Rather, he can even call for the presidential plane and be given, and he will come to Ghana because he made the NDC come to power. That's what he told us. Coming back to the substantive issue, in February, Sedinam Tamakloe and her lawyers, before she was brought down, started filing an appeal to overturn the charges against her, or to actually ask for a bail grant that was given.
She filed that appeal in 2024, not in 2025.
February 2024, 2025.
2024.
Yeah, I know it's February 2020.
No.
2020.
When the court finally made the final
and then what happened?
A few months later,
and then what happened?
She filed.
So the whole of 2024 it wasn't heard.
The
whole of 2025 it wasn't heard. Yeah. The whole of 2026 up to date.
But that's at the discretion of the court.
Okay, let's go on.
It's at the discretion.
It will be at the discretion. So
why?
Oh.
You have always said that the court is not under control. So why are you suggesting the court is
no, because he doesn't.
But they told us that there's a judge, a chief justice, who is supposed to be a women's organizer of MPP. So they are going to change her. And they changed her. Fair or foul, they changed her.
Who changed her?
They told us that they are going to, when they come into power, they will change her. They told us that when they come into power, they feel that the court is filled with MPP apparatchiks. So they are going to decentralize it. And we've seen over 100 and something judges that they've put all across the courts. So I leave it to the ordinary Ghanaian to judge.
So these
coming
judges,
back to my...
They cannot be independent.
You don't want me to flow.
No, I'm just asking questions.
I haven't said that.
Okay.
I'm telling you what they told us when we were in opposition.
Right.
Led by President John Mahama. At that time, candidate Mahama.
Okay.
And now what they are doing, which fills the gaps, that they've put square pegs in square holes. And we've seen it. Because a former chief justice even resigned from the Council of State based on some of these things. And they don't care. They kept it secret to us till recently, since September, when Justice Tokonu's case started or ended, and they took care in their own way. That's why they didn't file an only prosecutor on that, because she's Justice Tekonu and they believe she's the MPP women's organizer. So we go on. Is coming back to the case.
Is she?
But that's what you say.
Is she?
That's what you
say.
Are
you confirming it?
Can I go on? You and Moro.
Are you confirming it?
And Moro are targeted. She's never come to.
Are you confirming it?
Unfortunately for us, she's never attended any MPP program like what we are seeing today with the current.
But he just confirmed that
she's never attended any MPP, even funeral or something.
Oh, but that's not.
That's not true. Which funeral did you see?
Tokonu was seen. There was a video where Tokonu was seen in.
Which one?
I think it was with. Just a few days ago, it was being played. Yes, Kozi's program.
She went to do her program, and Kozi went there and greeted her after the program.
And you heard what
she said that this is the first time I'm meeting you.
Yes.
They will go and say that I'm even an MPP person for meeting you. She said it with a clean
Kozi's
mind.
Program, right?
Yes. No, it wasn't Kozi's program.
It was Tokonu's program. And
Kozi attended.
Okay.
And greeted her. Unlike some people who go and even stand by candidates, the vice president, and take pictures to show that yes, we are in our elements. Unlike people who go for party apparatchiks' fathers' funerals and show us that yes, they are in their elements.
So with the Sedinam matter,
Moro, you are not letting
9th May 2024. The appeal was filed, notice of appeal lodged, raising 9 grounds. So 9th of May, I just thought I should.
2024.
Yes, 2024.
And nothing has been heard till date, but it was rejuvenated this February when they decided they are bringing
do you want to show the court how
I am telling you that
I'm even surprised that
it was brought up. It was they put fire underneath because it had kept long.
How?
Oh.
The court what do they do? That they don't need any fact.
I can't state my mind.
No, I'm just
I can't state my mind.
No, you just have to be fact.
You can't just state your mind like that. Are you trying to gag me like what the government is doing now? Trying to gag everybody.
You have a
the man is sitting here. The NDC man is sitting here gagging me for talking.
You have an upcoming contest.
So you are trying to gag me.
Going this way.
No, you are trying to gag me from what I should say.
You should not be shifting the goalpost.
Are you trying to gag what I should say?
You should not.
So let me speak. When I speak, you can write it down like how I wrote it down. Then you can talk. Thank you very much. Coming to the case, they've put fire underneath since February because they were bringing her. Okay. Because quickly, they needed to do what they did to the second accused, who was, I think, a manager or so at Maslow.
Yes.
You know, he has been granted bail.
Yes.
After everything that went on.
He's also very unwell.
He's been granted bail. Whether he's unwell or not, he's been granted bail. And he's at home now enjoying the jacuzzi in his house with the monies that were supposed to have been given to the man.
Have you been to the house before? Have you been to the man's house?
Jacuzzi could be any forceful shower that hits you.
Don't be doing this.
Jacuzzi could be any forceful shower that hits you. In fact, the first time we heard about jacuzzi was when that former first lady brought jacuzzi into this country. That was when I even knew something called jacuzzi.
Oh my God.
Coming back to my case. So, they've granted the second accused bail. Yeah. So they quickly needed to do the same thing for this lady before she even arrived, so that she doesn't go to any prison. The day she arrived, the next day I asked the question, where is she? In which custody have they put her? They said, oh, she's in the police hands, because police will have to first accustom her and put her. I said, which counterback did they take her to? Nobody gave answers. Till 2 days ago, in fact, when we even asked the government communication minister who he shares an office with, or they are opposite each other, when we asked him, he said that they don't need to know where she is. This is a high government case, a high profile case.
Security purposes, security reasons. Security reasons.
This is a high profile case. You can tell her that, you can tell Ghanaians that yes, when she came down, we put her in any of the 3 high security places, or 2, either the the one in Cape Coast, Ankafo, or in Sawam. Then people will know that. And those are high medium security enclaves, so nobody can even go and release her. And in fact, MPP hasn't got any time to go and release Sedinam and say that Sedinam has run away. So I don't see how it's so this thing that is a security risk at all. She's at a security risk. But this is a government official, and we know how these people operate, because they've showed us that the knowledge proscribed they file is easy to use. We have been saying it, that this lady has not been sent anywhere, but it was more like house arrest. She was at home and enjoying the sausages, the bacons, the French toasts, and all the teas and oats and cornflakes that she can eat. Then all of a sudden, 2 days' time, they come and tell us that, oh, she's in prison, but they can't tell us which prison she is. That is why when you call the prisons, they said they'll get back to you, because they did not know where she was in their midst. If at that time they had known, they could have told you that, oh yes, she's with us, but we can't tell you which particular prison she is in, or which particular cell she is in. But they couldn't, because they didn't know her whereabouts. That is the truth of the matter. And today, you come and sit on set and tell us that, oh, we should clap for you because now 2 days ago, you sent her to prison. Because they've seen that now the pressure that is coming, everybody wants to know what is going on. So if they don't send her to prison, it will be a problem for them. So quickly, they have to send her and quickly start working on their thing. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised that in a week's time, or in less than a month, they will tell us that, oh, she's gotten the bail and now she can stay at home and attend her court cases.
Then tell Ken to come, because you think he would get the same treatment.
Oh, Ken can come. If only you people do the necessary things to do. I am not in government, so I cannot go and push and pull and turn tables like what you are doing to Ken.
I should not Ken back when he comes.
If you cannot do that as a government, then again I will say your government has failed, because it is for the government to go and get Ken back to this country. And if the government cannot do it, then the government has failed.
We're on course.
Failed Ghanaians. Because
we're on course.
Because
we're on course.
Sedinam Tamakloe's case, even when she wasn't in the country, we tried her. We said we are not going to sit down and wait till she comes before we take a judgment on her. We are still going to go on with this case and make sure that Ghanaians are not shortchanged. Okay. I'm wondering whether the money made, I don't know the final judgment, whether she was supposed to pay some of the monies back or what, I don't know. Because now we are in a situation where the Attorney General does a 60-40. I don't know whether the 60 employees can be. When in a check or no, one nation or nobody can ask. Because what
there's
goes
some
on?
serious statements you're making.
The 60-40, can you come out and publish those who have paid?
You know, when I met Alfred, I thought he was a gentleman. He was really because he has an election.
No, now you are saying I'm a bush boy because I'm speaking the truth.
What I'm trying to say is
when you speak the truth, you're a bush boy.
Statements you're making.
No, but if you tell me that you thought I was a gentleman, then it means that when I speak the truth against your government, I'm a bush boy.
Which is the truth? What should I say?
Didn't the Attorney General ask for 60-40 for both of these? I was non-quiet cases. Do you know on this case as a journalist? Can I finish? I'm still on the floor. You know, as a journalist, whether this 60% that they are supposed to pay, all the people they filed the non proscribed on who are supposed to pay, all the people or NDC people who are supposed to pay on government cases, do you know whether they've paid back? Because they are supposed to tell Ghanaians that we have received this money, it was sent into this account, and this is how much it is. Then Ghanaians will now have a belief that, yes, you are doing your work as a government. But you can't file a nolly proscribe. You can't come and tell us that, oh, we are seeing how we can do a 60-40 share, and then when you finish, you don't want us to ask you questions. Then when I go and talk about it, you say now I'm a bush boy. I'll take it as that. No, you don't need to say that. If you don't want, if I want to tell you that you are mad, and I don't say you are not mad, I say I thought you are not mad. If I tell you I thought you are not mad, what is the meaning of that?
Anthony, for not being a gentleman, it's not necessarily being bush.
But it's what? Tell me, Moro. Now
you are semi-gentle.
Moro, you know, I was brief. No, listen. I was brief on this.
You had your time. You had your time.
Moro, I was brief because I said,
yes.
See, the NDC government must be commended because we stood our grounds, and even though Tamakloe it's our own, we agreed to a cabin, which you would not have done if you were in government. And that is what the message we want to send out there.
Are you done?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Can I go on?
And like I said, upon all the press conferences, I told you that there are procedures. You can't say that once she came to Ghana, the next day, they were to publish and tell you that she was at Insawo.
Is that what you asked for?
No. But for now, it's clear where she is. And that is why I said it settles the matter. So all these things, you've been told where she is.
Where?
No, how can...
Where is she?
What do you want to know?
You said it's clear where she is.
It's clear. She's
now tell me where she is.
You confirmed that she's in custody.
Who confirmed? Moro.
No.
They said they should hold on.
My brother.
He said they told them to hold on.
No, not the prisons.
The prisons, they told them to hold on. They called the prisons, they told them to hold on.
No,
because then she is not there.
They went where?
I said, baby.
If she were to be in a house, you would have been the first to know.
Yes.
Because you know they've sent people all over.
How would I be?
She was in custody.
How would I
This is MVP guys.
No,
really? Yes, I can tell you for a fact.
There's some people to go.
Oh yes.
Do you know what custody?
Intelligence all over.
Do you know what custody can be?
And that is why they were not able to come out to say.
You up here and you be in custody because I put a policeman here to guard you. It's custody.
Yes.
You know she can be in the president's house and we can say it's custody because it's being guarded by police and military. So what are you talking about?
But hold on.
Please, let me focus and finish my case. Let me finish my case before he comes in. Because he's not done.
Are you not done?
Oh.
Because it's settled.
I have a question.
A bush boy doesn't finish.
It's settled.
Let me finish.
Your opponent is watching you. The guy who's going to contest you.
Let them watch.
And he's taking
In fact, when they watch, they will be more scared. Because they will see that I'm a man of my words.
No, you're not.
I will fight to make sure that every Ghanaian... Thank you very much. So now the second accused has been granted bail. It tells us a lot. That if the second accused Mpo has been granted bail, then how much more do Ogboro herself, who is a key member of the party, who helped them in 2016 with a lot of these funds, but they still lost. What I'm saying is that now you've put her in whichever prison you like. I can say that within 1 month, this lady will be out because within that month, they are going to fight helter-skelter. In fact, they are going to call all those they can call who take pictures with them to see how possible best they can grant bail for this lady.
Okay.
And it's up to Ghanaians to do and wait for the right time.
Kojo Chumbafo said I should ask you a question.
Hey, Kojo, when are we celebrating the birthday? But he celebrated this weekend. He has to do something so that we can dance with him.
If you can fund it, why not?
Kojo's fund.
Well, you have to.
You can take some from Tamakloe 60-40.
Some love.
No, you can take some from Tamakloe 60-40.
Why? He works in the Attorney General's department.
By 60-40 now. I don't know whether the money can see.
All right, so Constitutional Officer, I should ask you this question. Oh, no, I'll bring you in.
Ask me.
Good morning, Moro. I'd like to know which law in this country.
Which what?
Which law, as in law, in this country says that the opposition are entitled to know the whereabouts of a person who has been committed to prison. Is the MP from Misha South the spouse of Sedinam who can't find his wife? Is he the father of Sedinam who isn't being allowed to see his daughter? Alfred, do you and your ilk understand the laws of this country at all? The sheer boorishness, I don't know what that means. The sheer boorishness, which we the demand to know where Sedinam isn't
the arrogance of power.
Isn't the same boorishness they asked for Ken Furata to be brought back home to face questions about his stewardship. Alfred is sitting on TV talking about breakfast, and he says, "At day, Okondo sausage ada."
We should do the party and put sausage in our eat.
Okay, all right. I'll tell him.
So let me answer him now.
And then let me just do this. Let me just do this. I have just a few messages. Collins Aduma Komensa.
Yeah.
If you just Brenos.
Yeah, my brother.
Yes. Happy to see my brother Honorable Yoku.
Yes.
On Good Morning Ghana. Unfortunately, he has met another sharp guy. So he says, no propaganda. So one of these days he says that he would want to be on the same.
Sure. I mean, we're on the same committee. So
you're on the same committee. Okay. I'm not surprised at all.
Energy.
I'm not surprised.
So you can bring, the energy aspect of. Next week you can bring them for the increment of the so-called tariffs that we are going to suffer.
So Sir Obama. So apparently, Sir Obama from Pokwasi has filed an RTI.
Okay.
Requesting the
60-40.
Yeah, so I'm yet to look at the details. It's a request for information regarding the incarceration of Miss Sedinam Tamakloe under the Right to Information Act 2019 Act 989, and I'm going to read. And this one is addressed to the Information Officer, Ghana Prison Service, Prison Headquarters, Accra, Ghana. It says, we write as concerned citizens pursuant to Article 21.1 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana and the Right to Information Act 2019 Act 989 to respectfully request access to information concerning Ms. Sedinam Tamakloe, a former CEO of Maslock, who was recently extradited from the United States of America to Ghana to serve a 10-year jail imposed on her by High Court Accra in 2024. Specifically, we request the following information. 1, the name and location of the prison facility where Ms. Sedinam Tamakloe is currently serving her sentence. 2, the date and exact time she was formally received into the custody of the Ghana Police Service. 3, the date on which she officially commenced serving her custodial sentence. And then number 4, whether any transfer between prison facilities has occurred since her admission into custody, and if so, the details thereof.
We won't get.
Now, it continues, and it says, any other information relating to the incarceration that may properly be disclosed under the Right to Information Act and which serves the public interest in ensuring transparency and accountability in the administration of justice. This request is made in the public interest, particularly to promote transparency regarding the execution and enforcement of judicial decisions and the administration of custodial sentences by public institutions involving public officials. We'd be grateful if the information could be provided electronically via email at fawasco@gmail.com or via WhatsApp 0245 725557 within the time prescribed under the Right to Information Act 2019 Act 989. Thank you for your attention to this request. We look forward to your response. Yours faithfully, Kweku Techi, Sir Obama from Pokwase, and signed by Ibrahim Kamadin. Okay, so Ibrahim Kamadin is one of the is a member of the applicants. And then there's also one Kwesi Ekufu. He's also from Amasaman. All right, so Obama, thank you for that information. So just hold on a second, gentlemen. I beg you. Bonjour. So this is a message we're getting on our new WhatsApp line that we've been advertising, quite a number of them. So we'll pick and choose. What I'll pick, but we'll choose the ones that if you send us a message and you don't add your name, we'll read. Some of them are too very long, so we'll make it very short. Bonjour, Moro. Bonjour, Chief Aliu Mahama. NPP should stop all those series of press conferences. We, the good people of Ghana, are tired of their noises. NDC is taking Ghanaians to promised land, which Nanado Bamia NPP denied as Chief Aliu Mahama. Richmond from Tamale says, Alfred, please get to know that you left power on lies. Your press conference is strategy to be heard and to be seen to stay relevant, but rather causing your irrelevance in the political space. You have managed to transfer your defunct 1D, 1F into one policy, one press conference into opposition. No MPP again. Richmond from Tamale. Now, this one here is, hi Moro. Jurors are not professionals. They are picked from the citizens to sit on cases. Once a case is finished, they are discharged. The only reason why jurors are owed 9 months payment is that courts do not finish cases quickly. Judges postpone cases too much. Okay. Magdo from Alajo says, Moro, please let the MVP person on your show to know that President Mahama never said he will remove the Chief Justice. If he has any evidence, he should prove it and show it to the whole world. No, he didn't say President Mahama said he will remove the Chief Justice. He only talked about President Mahama saying that he would also appoint judges who are sympathetic towards the NDC when it comes to power. That's what he was referring to. Prince Henry Kofuridi, aspiring Eastern Regional Communications Officer, says the MVP should be the least and the last to complain about this marginal increase in water electricity. Under the MVP, we're paying betting tax, e-levy, COVID levy, etc., and still was paying higher tariffs. But then in the NDC government, no e-levy, betting tax, and COVID levy, and on top of that, we're not paying high tariffs. God bless our homeland, Ghana. And then Ali Huraya says, good morning, brother, please tell the MP man to shut up. Ghanaians have seen the light under this current administration. They are comfortable with this current regime. Ismaila Huraya Ali, Greater Accra Regional Zongo Caucus Coordinator, aspiring candidate for the National Zongo Caucus Coordinator. Ali, I don't have any doubt at all that you would win. I think you've done well for your party. I know you personally. So I'm not surprised you're contesting for this position. May Allah help you. All right, so stay with us. You're still watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. No, we have to take a break. He keeps saying he will land, he never lands. Anyway, please stay with us. You hijacked me there.
Finding my dream apartment in just 2 days was a breeze with 7terragh.com. Looking for your next home, the perfect piece of land, or the best commercial property for your business? Are you worried about sending money home for property and finding nothing when you return? Well, worry no more. 7terragh.com is just a platform to find prime lands, perfect properties, or vibrant real estate development at the click of a button. 7terragh.com is your go-to property listing platform that allows you to register, list, rent, buy or sell, and connect with correct agents. With our AI-powered smart search, personalized dashboards, verified agent connection, and interactive property maps, all your property needs have been made easier. Check us out on 7terragh.com or contact us on 0302-998-246 or 0561-032-252. 7terragh.com, powered by MNC Properties.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students? Look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600 and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking Publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
As the days come and go, there's always shit. Let colleagues explore all the planetary bodies. Our mission is in Uranus to treat hemorrhoids, anal fistula, anal fissure, anal incontinence, hydradenitis suppurativa, using laser ligature for pain-free and speedy recovery. On Uranus Street, Accra, is Main Tuber Hospital and Coloproctology Center. Trust Uranus with us and we will delight you. Visit the Main Tuber Hospital today or call us on 0244 581 541.
Madam, I'm looking for Abena.
Abena, there's someone looking for you.
Madam, please, where's Abena?
Abena, yes, ma'am. Is this who you are looking for?
Madam, please get me Abena. Please.
Della. Abena, bra.
Oh, Abena. It's not Abena rice. Eat any of that.
Abena rice. And Nijian Kwa. FDA. Ajadian Kratz or Yatsum.
From the day you were born here in this place, you belong.
Score your dreamland with us this World Cup season.
We guarantee genuine lands because Ghana deserves nothing less.
The future is secure when you invest with Estate Masters.
At Estate Masters, we make every transaction smooth, transparent, tailored to you.
From Kaswa to every corner of Ghana, we are here for you.
Strengths are people, just like the Black Stars.
Together, we win on the pitch and in building homes for Ghanaians.
The ultimate World Cup experience is here, and it's at Estate.
This World Cup, and they are back.
Witness every insane goal. Feel the roar. Cheer your team on to victory live on the big screen. Dive into live studio action with Metro TV. Sip on bold signature drinks and devour mouth-watering food straight from Estilo Bar and Kitchen. And yeah, you could walk away with gift vouchers and prizes too. Estilo, the World Cup is here. Live it loud, love it hard. Only here.
Right, you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television, and the show is also live on 94.1 FM. Let me say that I have Mr. Alfred Kojo Thompson here. He is a NPP National Treasurer, hopeful. He's here with us, and also former NIB boss. Also here with us is Mr. That's Honorable Noku Kofi Ako, is MP for Evaluate Jurors Constituency. So Samuel Brian Bobbin sends this message. He says that moral justice must not be selective. Why are individuals responsible for far greater financial losses to the state still walking free, while others are being vigorously pursued for comparatively minor offences? Cases that readily come to mind include the SNIT, OBS case, the Bank of Ghana losses, the Saglemi Housing Project case, and Dr. Hobnadufo and 7 others. If justice is to commend public confidence, it must be fair, consistent, and impartial. the law must apply equally to all, irrespective of status, influence, or political affiliation. This is Sedinam Tamakloe. It says that Bibia Beye Fine, Dr. 6040 has treated Sedina unfairly, Samuel Brian Boabing. And then it says, why clear all those who have caused greater losses to the state and pursue her for less? You know, this nolle prosequi matter which the government entered into relating to these persons that it keeps coming up. You know, I have expressed my personal opinion. What I'm saying is this, that the current Attorney General in the past and some members of the NDC's legal directorate, if you're someone who's been paying close attention to some of the commentary that was made around that same time, these were persons who were implacably against, based on their appreciation of the law. They were against those decisions that were made by, by the courts. Now, it would have rather, for me, sounded a bit absurd and funny if they came and said, that which we disagreed with, we're continuing with it. Okay, so you can make a case and argue that we're just being consistent with the views that they expressed at the time.
Not true.
Right? And those views have found expression as a basis for filing or entering a nolle prosequi as far as those cases are concerned. If they had done the opposite, it would have said, but what has happened to what you thought about the cases back in the day? Aren't you going to be consistent with your own view? So it's okay, I mean, for the politicians to say, well, why did you file a nolle prosequi? Why did you say do 60-40, blah, blah, blah. But what would have been said absurd if they had gone against what they had said? And we're saying that politicians must be principled, they must be consistent with whatever they stand for, whatever views that they express. Okay, the MPP thought that those people had done something wrong, and so they pursued them, which is fine. The NDC didn't think that there was basis to pursue them, and so they disagreed. And they kept talking about it, that it was a travesty of justice and so on and so forth. So now you have power, and you can enter a nolle prosequi. What are you waiting for? Anyway, that's just my view on this matter. No worry, I'll bring you in. I know you can't wait. Yeah, I know you can't wait. So, well, yes. No, I get where you're coming from. Some of Brian, I mean, yes, you can argue the case of a conflict of interest, for instance, because there was one of the cases where the current Attorney General was involved at some point. But also recall that the same Attorney General has said, yes, I was involved at some point, but I had to recuse myself and then hand the thing over to somebody else. So somebody else took over and ran with it. Do you understand? I don't want to mention that particular case in point, but I know where you're coming from, Samuel Brian Barbie. So I'm saying that it just depends on perspectives, Anyway, so, but Samuel, thank you. I like Samuel's argument. I mean, I like the way he posits his opinions on things, and I really, really do admire his point of view, but I do truly respect it. But of course, once in a while we disagree, which is fine, So this one says that okay, so happy birthday to Samuel Amwafo Denchi. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the Samodak Enterprise Limited. Happy 60th birthday. Wishing you good health, endless joy, and God's abundant blessings as you celebrate this remarkable milestone. Have a wonderful celebration. Samuel Amwafo Denchi, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Samodak Enterprise Limited. We truly appreciate you. All right, so Alfred, please land in just a minute. I beg you, so that.
Well, I thought he landed before.
I know he still says he needs 1 minute to land. So, Pocho, he will land and I'll bring
one or two things. One is yours, and the other is Kojo Chumbo.
Oh, otherwise, you spend a lot of time.
No, just 2 minutes. I land on it, and then I'm done.
Right.
You see, with your own, the Attorney General, like Brian said, was serving on some of these cases. So there's no way he will come and say that he still supports that they should serve till the end, especially where he's not going to be the lawyer on it. He's giving it out all right. So when you come and tell me that, oh, you agree with him and blah, 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 I don't buy into that.
Okay.
Master, what is wrong is wrong. If you feel that it was a wrong thing, then let it serve to the end and let us get a result.
Okay.
And let the judges say that, yes, the cases that NPP or that government at that particular point in time had sent out there were not justified.
But you also know that
if you come and tell me, and
but you also know that it's the Attorney General that's going to be prosecuting the case. You usually will not prosecute a case you don't believe in.
If you don't believe in, let the judges do this thing, because it's a government that has started the case, not you as an individual.
No. Okay, so
you remember the clear point, the case in point where President Kufuor's time,
yes,
the finance minister at that time did not buy into the HIPC.
Yes, I recall
but
that.
he still had to go and do it because it was an order from the government, the president.
Because that one was more of a it was a public policy. What I'm trying to say is that, okay, so hold on. If somebody comes to tell me that you are so and so,
I know what you are saying,
and I disagree, I have to be consistent.
If you disagree,
now if I have an opportunity, to punish you for it, it will be very absurd for me to continue or proceed to be punishing you, because in the first place, I've never really agreed that you're wrong.
You see,
I can't go ahead and punish you.
If you say that, then what he should have done is that when they gave him the Attorney General, he said that because of the cases I'm pursuing, I don't want to be an
Attorney General. That would also be absurd.
Why?
Oh, that would be absurd.
No, then he recuses himself.
Every Attorney General has every right to disagree or agree with a case in court.
Agreed. So when the government has started a case, it wasn't a personal case, though.
Yes.
It wasn't Nanado's case.
Remember,
it wasn't Godfrey Dami's case.
I get it.
It was the government of Ghana.
It is true. But remember that government had an Attorney General, a Minister of Justice.
Yes. Who has been
Minister
directed
of Justice
to pursue a case.
There was no way that, and I'll find it very funny, even if the government at the time believed that these persons were wrong, the Godfrey Dami I know would never have proceeded if he didn't believe in the sustainability of that case. That's how principled he is.
Yeah.
He looked at the facts before him, and then after examining the facts, believed in his opinion.
Will do that.
No, hold on. Even lawyers disagree. Yes. Even judges disagree.
Yes.
That's why you have 7-5.
How you argue it?
You have 3-5 and 2-1 and so on and so forth.
Make your case.
So I'm saying that if judges disagree, why can't lawyers disagree? Both of them as Attorney General would have been lawyers.
I agree.
They would have had a different appreciation of the facts before them.
I understand and appreciate what you are saying.
Yes.
I understand and appreciate what you are saying.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that once it's a government case, let it proceed to the end.
It was the government of Nana Akufo-Addo. It's not the government of John Dramani Mahama.
Government is a continuum.
Not in all aspects.
Government is a continuum.
I agree, but not in all aspects. No, in all aspects. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a lot of projects lying down since the days of Nkrumah.
Any lazy government will not continue with projects.
Oh no, but when you do that, you'll be attacking your own.
Exactly. Any lazy government will not be continuing with projects. No. Because every government, when they spend government money to do projects, are supposed to continue.
No, you are too forthright. You are too honest.
Why shouldn't you continue?
Because this one.
That is why today, as I sit here, we are having a problem between Kaswa and Winneba. Because the government came and instead of finishing Kaswa and Winneba, decided that, let me continue from Winneba to Magazine, and then Magazine to Takrade. And we are suffering.
But you agree.
We are suffering. You agree. He uses a land cruiser, so when he passes on the road, he doesn't feed them.
But you agree that both parties have been guilty of this crime.
No, but for the I'm not saying the case of every party.
Okay.
Every party.
I don't want us to digress. I beg you. He's finished. He's finished his time. You've been talking for almost 20 minutes.
You have been attacking me on it until I finished.
No.
I'm explaining something you don't want to agree to.
He's been sitting there quiet for a long time.
I said Kodochu Mbafo and Brian.
Oh no, fine. You let him finish, and then you can come and respond to them. I mean, he's been sitting quietly for
but he has to go to Parliament, so he hasn't.
No, he hasn't told you. Has he showed his program of the day to you?
Yeah.
No, please.
You can see it. He's open.
Please go ahead.
I'm not surprised.
Yes, he doesn't want to talk.
Like I said, and that is why I said that people are losing interest in the many press conferences.
Okay.
I was trying to be gentle.
Okay.
I was tempted to say noise. Actually, noise.
But you are saying noise.
Noise. I was tempted to say noise.
But you are saying what?
But I'm just.
So now you are not a gentleman. Because he was trying to be
it's just a simple thing. We know for a fact most of these cases that we are referring to lacked substance, were politically motivated
by your judgment,
and was just persecution.
Okay.
And you should not expect us to advance it. I mean, it lacked substance. You know it for a fact. So I mean, like I said,
oral to lack substance.
It's for a fact.
Oral to lack substance. Oral.
My brother.
That's why you're not
following up. I said this government needs to be commended when it comes to Tamakloe's case, because the NDC is a government that sticks to principles, and that is why when there's a ruling by the courts of Ghana, we see to its enforcement. And that is why I say that we should be commended, because I know that if it was MPP that was in power and Tamakloe was an MPP activist, this treatment of agreeing to her coming down wouldn't have happened.
Who says so?
Yes, I'm telling you for a fact.
Where? Show me one case.
I'm telling you for a fact.
Show me one case.
And that is why I still beat my mind why Ken Ofori-Atta cannot be given counsel to come home and face everything that is being raised against him for his reputation's sake. I mean, he should not go down in history as the first and only finance minister that is running away from accountability.
Which accountability?
My brother, that's a fact. And I said, for us to break Tamakloe on the limelight shows that accountability must be enforced no matter what. Right. We don't pick and choose. That is the test case I'm talking about, Moro. And that is President Mohammed's government.
Thank you.
You know, we don't pick and choose. He mentioned it from day one that to all his appointees, that when the day of reckoning and accountability comes, nobody will be there to shield you. And that is for a fact. And that is why I say that Tamakloe is in custody. And I'm happy with the RITI application that has been made. And that is what you should have done from day one. I believe that in the right time, the response would be given. And every details that needs to be churned out will be done. That is what it is. So there are a lot of issues. I expect that in opposition. Now we're having issues with floodings and others. It mustn't be that because you are in opposition, it must always be noise and noise and noise through press conference. Solutions. You can bring down solutions. You can profess solutions. And that is what we should be doing, Alfred. So when we meet on set platforms, I believe that solutions must be professed so that it yields to the benefit of the ordinary Ghanaian. And that is what it is.
Are you done? Are you done?
Okay. So Kojo is back.
I needed to respond to him before you let him come.
So let me.
You know you are gagging me today.
No, I'm not at all. Let me read
when he was speaking for the last 15
I just spoke for
you.
How many minutes?
Look at it. He just done 2 minutes.
Listen, 2 minutes and you never interjected.
No, because it's just 2 minutes.
Things are working.
2 minutes and we can't interject. 2 minutes there.
You never interjected. If I'm talking, and you start gagging.
Oh, where's the crowd?
You go.
No, because in your statement you just
so Kojo Buafo is back with another message, and then maybe you can lump all of that together and respond to him. Can you kindly inform my brother, Alfred, that in criminal jurisprudence, the prosecution is enjoined to bring exculpatory evidence, which is evidence beyond reasonable doubt. That's what he means.
Everybody knows that.
Okay.
You can even use the biggest English. We still know.
Okay. To the judge. Now, even if such evidence frees an accused person, right, the liberty of an accused person cannot be equated to HIPIC. Kojo,
is he done?
When you say it cannot be equated to HIPIC,
because I use the HIPIC case.
Oh, you mean the HIPIC scenario?
Scenario as an example. So he got it all wrong.
Right.
You know, using something as a scenario that, listen, when a government sits down, and you know, he should know better that when the Attorney General is taking a case to court, he has to appreciate, understand, and buy into it before he takes it to court.
Very important.
If he doesn't know that he's going to win the case, he won't take it.
Yes.
So the HIPIC case I was using was a scenario I was given that before you say something, even if you don't appreciate it, and the other attorney sitting there saying that no, this is a right case that we need to go and do and we will win, it comes back to you that you have to do it.
Attorney General doesn't work like that.
They work with lawyers. They don't work in isolation.
Yes.
He cannot take a sole decision that I want to do this or I don't want to do that. It stops with him. It stops with him.
He's the one who
listen, it stops with him. But there are cases that all of them will sit down and take a decision on before they send it. And that is why up till now he hasn't been able to send one oral case to the courts. Coming again to Kojo. So I finished the second part of Kojo. The first part of Kojo, let Kojo understand that when we are speaking, we are not just speaking as MPP, we are speaking as citizens of Ghana.
Are you sure?
And in fact, today, as I sit here, I will give praises to Leader Afenyo Makin, because I have now seen that when he speaks, when they do all those press conferences, him and his team, it really hits them hard. So today they will sit down and say it is noise. People are listening. People are getting to know the type of government we have today. A government that cannot solve any problem, but is just talk, lies, and everything.
Alfred.
That is the type of government we are dealing with today. So if we are going to do press conferences and it will hit you, I will say kudos.
How's it hitting us? It's not hitting us.
But you sat here and you said that we just do press conferences.
No, you said the press conference too much.
Whether they are too much, is it his fault? Is it his problem?
That is not the work of the opposition.
His work is to focus and deliver for government.
We are delivering.
Our work is to make sure that everything we see, we point it out. So if it is 15 press conferences we'll do in a week and it will hit you, we'll do it. So that you see that you are supposed to deliver to Ghana.
No, we are delivering.
And stop the lies.
Alfred,
the lies are one too many.
No, let me tell you this thing.
From head to toe, everybody is lying.
Alfred, this is the.
So no, but they won't stop the press conference.
So this is the annual debt report, which the economy committee is going to present in Parliament. And I tell you, there is good news everywhere.
Can I have a look?
Do you know that?
What's the good news?
Do you know there's been 12% reduction
in what?
In the public debt from 2024 to 2025.
Oh, really?
Yes.
On what basis?
On what basis, Alfred? That's what I'm saying.
Why are you trying to snatch it from me?
No, I'm telling you, this is the real.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. No, I'm not looking at it. What is book? Table of contents book again.
No, I just want to open to you where I don't want you to be.
Okay.
You know, this is the good news. Really, this is it.
On what basis? Just tell Ghanaians. On what basis has it reduced?
Prudent fiscal management.
When you say prudent fiscal management to the ordinary Ghanaian, what is it?
And that is what I would tell you.
It means that you've paid your debt.
Listen.
Isn't it? Haven't you paid your debt?
Listen.
Don't we pay debt? Before you came in, we had paid debt.
No.
Before you came in, we had paid debts. So you come and sit here and tell me that you've paid debt, so the debt situation has come down.
And I'm telling you, every project that we are executing, there's been no external borrowing. No external borrowing.
So when we are paying debt,
let me tell you what it is.
Externally,
there's been no external borrowing.
When we paid our debts. Wait, 2024 when we are paying our debts, did we borrow externally?
We borrowed several times.
2024 when we are paying debt,
okay,
we are borrowing.
It is not under discussion. It is not under discussion.
Did we borrow?
So all Honorable is trying to say is that.
But at that time we are still doing the account.
Don't worry. We'll have time to debate it. But he's just telling you that there's some good news.
I am telling
you,
these are the lies I tell you that they can't be lying. But I'm pointing things out to him now. He can't talk.
Okay.
These are the lies they come and tell you. They think they can work on anybody.
Prosper Shikwe, Asalam down.
Oh, don't mind him. He talks NDC. It's my brother. He talks NDC. But if like read what.
Okay. So let me. Okay,
I'm telling you that.
Let me read it.
Yeah.
No, hold on. No, you know he's not interested in that one.
Yeah, I can't.
His press conference.
He said nothing is happening. I wanted to tell him that.
So Prosper Shikwe says. The man says you're NDC. Is it true? Anyway,
you read this message.
Moro, I can confirm to you. You see, he's praising you. I can confirm to you that my senior brother, Alfred, is a proper gentleman and not a bush boy. My surprise, however, is that? My surprise, however, is that he seems to know Sedinam Tamakloe so well. He knows what food she likes too. Kai! MPP's quest from time immemorial is that the lady be brought to face jail sentence. She's been brought. Now, what again?
What again?
Anyway, so...
He doesn't know what again. He's not a citizen of Ghana. When your taxpayers' money is being given to someone chopping salad...
So let me end this one.
He thinks it's okay.
Let me end this one. So, Carlos for what do this is, I think the issue regarding the former chief executive of Songhor is much ado about nothing. Compared to the amounts of money that some former government officials are alleged to have embezzled, his case is relatively minor. We're urging the government, the courts, and the justice system to fast-track those major cases and ensure that individuals who are outside the country are brought back to face prosecution. Let's see whether they are truly committed to fighting corruption. Even Alfred, who is on the panel, should be investigated if there is credible evidence that he has embezzled any public funds while he was at the NIB. If any wrongdoing is established, he should also be prosecuted. No one should be above the law. Anyone found guilty of looting state resources should be held accountable because such actions harm the nation. Carlos, and I say God bless you. That's Carlos from Ododo. Now, let me do this one briefly. Mystic, Wonderful says, from in Sawam, Edward says, good morning to you all. Did I hear Alfred calling the NDC a liar? Dr. Bamia is a known blah, 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 and a theoretical economist. The MPP hooligans have done it again by demanding for Kennedy Japon's head. Anyway, I pray they gather courage to dismiss Kennedy Japan and he will pour MPP secrets out. The MPP lack the moral right to even make noise about Sedinam Tamakloe because they have never prosecuted their own member before. So they should give us a break And it says, my regards to Mark Tete, who is the Greater Regional Chairman, hopeful for the NDC. And this one here, Papa BCU, says that is a PRC boss and MPP man. Hey, is it true that Kenneth Oyata was the one that was responsible for the payment of those Maslow vehicles, but have attributed a corrupt action to Sedinam Tamakloe, hence suffering for it? Why this mafia taxes by the past MV government on Sedinam Tamakloe? Kenneth Oyata must be extradited from USA for us to unravel this shameful corrupt behavior. Never again, MPP. You believe Alfred Thompson at your own risk. You may know him this short period, bro, but I know him forever, for years. Papa BCU, Olele, Papa BCU from Spintex. He says he knows you very well.
When he was in opposition, he can't sit on the radio station.
Okay. All right. So let me end with this. So there's this one. I need to. So Mrs. Sheila Na Dede Hammond, aka Madam Speaker, Na Ogodi, 1981 to 2026. I think, okay, so this one is actually a funeral announcement. So there's a wakekeeping which is happening on Friday, 26 June 2026. So the wakekeeping is actually today. That's Na Sheila Na Dede Hammond. Her wakekeeping is today at her residence, Santa Maria, last stop. The laying in state is Saturday, 27 June 2026 at her residence, Santa Maria, last stop. The burial service is Saturday, 27 June 2026 at Anti-Aku Junction Park. Santa Maria is at 8 a.m. And then interment is Saturday, 27 June 2026, private burial. Thanksgiving service is Sunday, 28th June, 2026 at the Mount Zion Prayer Ministry International, Santa Maria. All friends and sympathizers are cordially invited. All right. She was 44 years when she passed. Anyway, so gentlemen, I want us to do let me just do this. Let me just do this quickly. Now, the Office of the Registrar of Companies wishes to inform all companies and business owners and the general public that the deadline for filing your annual returns and renewing business names has been extended from 30th April 2026 to 30th June 2026. Now, this extension is to give businesses additional time to regularize their status and also to avoid penalties. Now, failure to comply by the new deadline may attract sanctions, including additional fees and possible removal from the company's register. Additionally, the ORC has announced that 318 companies have been earmarked to be struck off the register in accordance with the Companies Act 2019. So, affected companies have 3 months from the publication date to take action or make representations. For further inquiries, please call the number 0599 525774 or connect with us on social media at ORC Ghana. ORC, a trusted partner for business. So it's not time for World Cup Digest. So as you do know, the World Cup is still on, and we're going to bring you the World Cup digest. And my man, a very good friend, Ebenezer Amuzu, is joined us to bring us the latest as far as the World Cup is concerned. Very interesting games yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes,
good to see you. How are you?
Sure, good morning.
Good. How are the Black Stars doing?
Very well. They are now in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yes, they got there yesterday late in the night.
Okay.
But they've checked in, they are good.
Okay. Where is the game going to play? Philadelphia. All right. Do you suppose that the momentum is on our side based on the performance that we put up against England?
Yes, I think that we have our confidence back, and we just only have to guard against complacency. Our players are ready to give us all, especially looking at the performance we had against the Three Lions of England. So both the technical team and then our players are in good shape. They are motivated, they are in high spirit. You want to execute another good performance come tomorrow 9 p.m. at the Philadelphia Stadium. I am only concerned about after this game, what happens next. If Ghana qualifies and we top our group, I think we'll be playing our next game in Canada. And there will be the Thomas Partey factor again. That means we'll not be able to travel with the team. We'll go back to Kalebi Denchi, Elisha Usu, and then Kamaldeen Suleiman and all those things. I don't know, but it's when it reaches this stage, it's a bit, you have to take a good decision. If we lose and we place third and plays well, and we are selected among the best 8, we remain in US of A. So which one do you want? For Partey to play?
Well, I don't think our performance should be based on the presence or absence of Thomas Partey. I think we should be able to show that we can still play a good game with or without him. Because if we leave him out, we would have been sending a very bad signal to the world that our team is centered or hovers around just one person. That's not teamwork. In fact, it can potentially demotivate even the boys. That when one person is not there, it means the rest of you can't perform. You can imagine the kind of psychological effect it would have on the boys. Let them know that, look, they are equally capable of doing a good job. Sure. After all, we beat Panama without Thomas Partey.
Exactly.
Yes, we've seen Thomas Partey's contribution to the team when we came up against England. There's no doubt about it at all. He played a very pivotal role. But I'm not one of those who thinks that without Thomas Partey, when we face another team, we can't beat them. I think that we can. You understand?
So we should go all out.
So I think we should go all out. Even though I am honestly not sure that we can top the group. Because for now, yes, it's 4 points, but remember that England has more goals to their advantage.
Exactly.
Now they're coming against Panama. All things being equal, they should be able to trash Panama 2-3-4 because it's a very good team, right? Free flowing football. They are scoring lots of goals. You saw what they did against Croatia. So against Panama, they'll beat Panama, and that will take them to the top of the group, right? With 7 points. If we beat Croatia, we'll still get 7, but we'll still lead us, and we'll still be second because of goal difference. Unless
what if we're
able to beat Croatia. Which is not likely, about 4-3-0 for, which is not likely.
We can.
Also, hold on. Relax. Remember that we have a certain Carlos Queiroz, I know there's a Queiroz or what's the name. This coach, yes, is a very defensive-minded coach. I mean, he plays a system that first of all looks at solidifying the defensive architecture. That's his mentality. Already, they say, deal with the defense first, make sure the defense is fine, and all of that thing. It's like, is this Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all other things will follow. Right? Now, we're going to go into the next game with the same kind of setup. I don't think anything will change. We're going to defend and play them on the counter. The only difference is that perhaps now will be a bit more expressive because they don't have that many dangerous players as the English team has. That's the only thing that may change going forward. I think we should go into this game and win. If we play second, yes, we're likely to meet either Canada or which other team?
We are not meeting Canada.
What teams are we?
There is Portugal.
Yeah, I'm told it's either Portugal or Canada.
No, Portugal. I think we are more likely to meet Portugal.
Okay, no problem.
More likely.
Let's meet Portugal. Look, they have a 45-year-old man. What's the name? Cristiano Ronaldo. He's old. He met a team Uzbekistan, or what's their name, and scored 4 goals, and all of a sudden thought that he's back. And now
he's back. He didn't think
he stood in front of the camera and says he's back.
He's back.
When he meets Ghana, he will be in a better position to tell whether he's back or not. Have you heard of a setting? That's the Ghana boy who plays for, what's his name? The guy he's like metal. When you meet him, the guy who's like metal, when he meets him, he will be able to tell us whether he's back or not. I'm just saying, let's go and win.
You are so much confident in our.
No, the guy is strong.
No, I like the way you are putting confidence.
Hurricane was complaining. So when he ran into him, he was wondering.
That guy's from Teshi, you know.
He's on Teshi.
Yeah, that's right.
Charlie. Anyway, so let's go and win. Let's come second if we have to. And let's meet Portugal. We'll trash Portugal. Who beat them?
Portugal, Colombia.
Any of them. Yes. No, we're fine. Look, England themselves are not comfortable being at the top. You know why? Because they're likely to meet either Spain or one other team from their group. Either USA. Well, USA they can take care of. But Spain, if they have to meet Spain, because they're likely to meet Spain at the top of the group. And this Spanish team, so they're too challenging. They are not too sure.
If we go through the Portugal lane
route,
yes, after beating Portugal, we meet Spain. After Spain, US of A.
Yeah,
so that's how.
Whether you like it or not, you meet them.
So that's how it is. Not easy at all. I like that. So it's tough.
Let's play fair.
But see, let's be ourselves. Let's play fair. You see, I am confident because Carlos Cruz started on a very cautious note. He built his defense.
Yes.
Transited so well.
Yes.
And then in our second game,
yes,
he told us per the play that we can open up and play any other team in the World Cup. I am thinking that our game tomorrow, he'll go for a 4-2-3 system or a 4-3-3 system because we've qualified.
Yes.
So maybe you want to try. Okay, when we want to attack, how would the situation be like?
So let's go attack. Let me release my boys and see what they can do.
Yes, well, we have nothing to lose because we qualified already. Yeah. So we may go by that system also for him to properly assess our team. So not forgetting that he had only 2 friendly games to play before this World Cup.
Yes.
So he's getting to know the players more and the system that they fit in. So I am thinking that he may go by the all-attack system tomorrow.
That's interesting. What games were played yesterday? Which one did you find interesting?
Colombia beating Germany by 2-1 at the New Jersey Stadium. I was surprised.
You mean Ecuador?
Ecuador, sorry, Ecuador.
Yes. They beat Germany.
Yes.
I was surprised.
Yes.
They beat Germany.
Yeah. And under 2 minutes, Germany had the first goal.
Yes.
They equalized and then they won the game.
No, the speed with Ecuadorians play, it's amazing. I'm wondering how was it? Ivory Coast drew with them.
Yes, Ivory Coast drew with
Ecuador. First game.
Ecuador, yeah. And they lost to Germany.
Yeah. And now Germany is beating Ecuador.
Exactly.
So where lies the fate of Germany now?
Well,
would they qualify? So that's third best.
Of course.
Because which team is now?
Ivory Coast are on top of the table.
Of the group.
Yes. Of the group. 6 points.
Wow.
Ivory Coast 6 points.
I think they won the game last night.
Ecuador second.
Yes.
And then Germany.
Ecuador is 4th. It's 3rd.
It's 3rd.
Yes.
Oh, Germany is 2nd.
Yes. No, Germany is 1st. Ivory Coast is 2nd. That's how it's supposed to be.
Ivory Coast lost yesterday.
No, they won 2-0.
No, they won. Yeah, they beat Curaçao.
They won 2-0. They beat. I think they interchanged the results.
Yeah,
they
so let's look at the results again. Let's look at the results again. So
yes.
Oh, that was a mistake. All right, so we'll fix that. We'll fix that. This Curaçao team.
Yeah.
You know, this is actually their first time at the World Cup.
Exactly.
They have a population of just 150,000. Yes, just 150,000.
Yeah.
So for them, just appear at the World Cup, so they won the cup.
Yes, they are okay.
Yes.
Just like
for losing all their games, they're jubilating. Yeah. For losing all their games.
So it's Germany 6 points. Germany 6 points on top. Ivory Coast 6 points second. Ecuador 4th. 3rd, 4 points. Okay. So they have also qualified. That is why they were very emotional.
So hold on, Ecuador is Ecuador is 3rd.
Yes.
Germany 2nd.
No, Germany 1st.
Oh,
6 points.
No, Germany drew their first game.
Okay, so this is how FIFA is going about issues now. No, they consider the head-to-head system first.
Okay.
Before the goal system. So Germany, Ivory Coast, what happened? Germany won the game. So
Germany beat Ivory Coast.
Germany is on top.
So Germany is number 1.
Exactly.
Ecuador 2.
No, Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire 2nd, and then Ecuador.
Ecuador number 3. Yeah. So Ecuador qualified.
4 points. They've qualified. Yes.
Wow.
So that is that.
No, but Curaçao, they lost all their games, but they're happy.
I think Curaçao had 1 point. Yes,
1 point.
I think so.
They drew one of their games.
Yes, exactly. They had 1 point. They drew one, I think, with Ecuador.
With Ecuador?
Yeah.
I see. Oh,
you see, it's their first time, so
yes. You can't play.
That's our first time playing the World Cup.
Which of them? The one you were in primary school?
Yes.
So how did they qualify? I mean, they might have been good, but
no, Curaçao, no, they didn't qualify. They are the first to go out of the team.
They qualified.
No, I mean,
they qualified
to come to the World Cup.
Oh, to qualify to the World Cup, you mean?
Yeah. But when you play against those countries,
it's a population of, what did you say?
150,000.
Yeah, it depends on who you played.
Wait. Honorable, your constituency, how many are you there?
How many? Just about 120,000.
So almost Curaçao.
Your constituency can produce a Curaçao.
Registered voters.
But to be at the World Cup is a form of projection.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we wouldn't have known about them if had it not been the World Cup.
Yeah.
So that's what they're
exposure for them. The exposure.
Exactly.
What's the name again?
Curaçao.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful island.
Curaçao. Up to this point, I never had one.
So there's a big C. There's a big C.
No idea.
There's a big C and a small S. Beneath the big C.
It's an island, apparently.
Yes, island.
Wow.
Like the Palaus and then the Maldives and all that.
So tomorrow the Black Stars are coming up against Croatia. Which other teams are playing? But
for tomorrow,
today, Egypt is coming up against Iran.
Yes.
Game,
today's games we have Norway against France.
Okay.
And then Senegal. Yes, today.
Because of Haaland.
Yes.
Norway,
against
Haaland.
France.
Wow. Okay.
That's a big game.
That's a big game.
And then Senegal against Iraq.
Oh, Senegal. Senegal.
France, Norway.
France, Norway. What's your prediction? Yeah.
Go for a 2-2 draw.
No, I'll go for 2-1. I think the France would be a bit of a challenge for Norway to handle.
Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
All right.
2-2 draw and then the Senegal, Iraq. 3-1 win for Senegal.
For Senegal.
Sure.
3-1
I think so too.
What of Uruguay and Spain?
Uruguay and Spain.
Uruguay and Spain, tough.
Yes.
Wow.
Today.
That's a tough one.
1-1 draw.
1-1?
1-1, yeah.
But the Uruguayans have not been that impressive.
Yeah, as they used to be.
Yeah, of course they used to be. You know, when we met them, so what they did to us. But if Spain have not been that, you saw them against Cape Verde.
Yes.
They've not been that impressive.
Sometimes you see some of these countries will start on a low.
Yes, that's true.
Then as they progress, they pick up, like the Brazil.
But what's happened to the German team?
Too much talent, and I think
now this man is struggling.
They have too much talent. Too much talent.
So coordination
They've been very average.
That's the problem.
The coordination is poor.
Well, if you have a team where Angelo Stilo is on the bench, it's a tall order.
But they've struggled.
They struggled, yes. I think they on the low note. You see, when we went to Germany to play against them, the conversations in Germany were that this is one of the weakest German national soccer team. Yes. And then they didn't have too much hope in the team going to the World Cup. But Germany is always Germany. They are a powerhouse in football, and then they spring a surprise.
All right. Okay, so Black Stars will win.
Yes, I think we should win by 2-1, 2-0, 3-1, 3-2.
But you anticipate that the Croatians will score, even if it's just one.
They will.
They'll score a goal.
They will.
But that is if we decide to come
open
out.
up.
We will come out. We'll come out. You see, Benjamin Asari is chasing a record, and Ghana is chasing a record. If we are able to keep a clean sheet, Ghana becomes the first African country in the World Cup that have kept 3 consecutive clean sheets
in their group games.
Yes, not conceding any goal. And Benjamin Asari become the first ever goalkeeper who have not conceded in the group phase for an African country.
Now, speaking about goalkeeping, the goalkeeping area, how is Atizigi doing?
I think that the conversations on Atizigi, whether he's injured or not, is coming to an end.
Really?
Yes. What Benjamin Asari did against England put him on a certain pedestal.
He's finished Atizigi?
That's it, so to say.
Oh, child.
Atizigi is done. I am only believing that Atizigi will come back. But I don't have hope that he's going to come back. Because when he studied the groin injury and the training of recovery he was doing, it means that the groin is a serious injury he's had. And
it'll take time.
I am sure the coach wants to just manage the situation so that it will not escalate. I'm sure Atizigi may not be part of the World Cup games again. I am very sure about that. Okay. Because of how the injury is. the groin is always a difficult injury.
Okay.
So I'm very sure. So I'm sure going forward, maybe they want us to proceed from the group stages and then maybe they will draw at Tizigi for Solomon and Basi. That's what I am thinking. But let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens.
Yesterday, I think I saw a video where the owner of Engineers and Planners, that's Ibrahim Abba. He was with the company. He was motivating them and telling them that he has his own package for them. And there was a part where he talked about the fact that, unlike, say, government money, which has to go through Parliament, his money doesn't have to go through his money. He will just give it to them. You know, I saw that video. Right, maybe let's just watch this video for a few minutes, and then we can come back and say bye-bye to our viewers.
Very, very well. Very, very well. And I was holding money back, even when I pledged, and I told the minister that, look, I won't give you the money till I see any good performance. But now I want to rush home and give him all the money. In 2010, the president and I went to South Africa to watch the match, and we robbed. And from then I just said to myself that I won't follow football again. But my son has actually been following football, and he has actually encouraged me to look into football. And I thought we were just coming to see players, but I've seen the technical team, and I'm very impressed. It looks like you've done a good job. And clap for me. With Jordan here, as a young boy, I saw started football from my mother's house. I'm so also proud that he's actually grown up to be the captain of the Black Stars, where he would also mentor other young men. Most of the young men, I don't even know their names and their faces. I just hear the names and I can't put their face together. And I've heard the name Semenyo. I say, where's Semenyo from? Where's Semenyo from? And coming to see this team, it just reminds me of Agogo and how they came up and how they made us proud. So listen, you guys, I'm going to follow your journey, and I'm going to also make sure that I invest in you, because not you alone, the technical team, you've done very well. And let's find many more Ghanaians who have untold stories to see how we can. But once again, with the coach, I'm very, very proud, because you came in at a shorter time. You've been able to put the boys together, and you wonderful performance. And apart from the government's bonus, I have a special bonus for you. Yeah. I was going to run away, but they've held me hostage, so I can't fly back home, so I'm going to stay and watch you. But I say I have a much better bonus for you than the taxpayers. Yes, so please, they have to go to Parliament. They say I don't have to go to Parliament, so please do us proud, and then you'll be rewarded. Thank you very much. You impressed me very, very well.
Well, I should have been a member of the technical team of the Black Stars. Yeah, I should have been a member of the technical team. I didn't take my football seriously. You just heard the man promising bonuses.
You stopped in primary school.
Well, I shouldn't have. Now, for bonuses,
you look sad,
I'm sitting here.
You look sad.
No, I'm not sad. You're here. How can I be sad? It's not possible. What Ibrahim is giving, you can give double. No problem. That's no problem at all.
Amen.
So the Black Stars.
Did I hear you shout amen?
So the Black Stars are taking $15,000.
Oh, really?
As qualification bonus.
Oh, so Ibrahim says he can give more. Means he can give about 30, 40, 50,000. A much better offer.
Wow.
So even if you get 16, that's much better. That's $16,000 each. You said that you're saying the Black Stars bonus is $15,000.
5,000 pegged at a game. Okay. So what they normally do is that they look at a game. You have to just qualify. You may win one game and you not qualify from the group stages. So if you win one game and you didn't qualify, they pay you 5,000. No, they say qualify from the group stage. Let's assume that you won all the three.
Okay.
So that's what they do now.
Oh, that's about $15,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so if that's what I'm saying, if he gives $16,000, it's still much better.
Oh,
okay.
It's $1,000 round it up to 20 maybe. $20,000.
Okay. I see. But I also saw a video. You know the Good Evening Ghana team, Polado Mochi's team. Well, that's
they are there.
Yeah. And one of them ran into Peter Dury.
Okay.
Yes. The wordsmith. You know, everybody advancing when it comes to his choice of words. He has just too much vocabulary. I mean, both in writing and speaking. You know, and I'm sure I don't know whether we have that video, but if we do, we'd have played it. But anyway, so your general thoughts. What are your expectations, Alfred? Are you confident based on everything you've seen so far?
I will say so far so good. They haven't given us any heartbreak or heartache. As usual, I hardly watch them when they are playing because I prefer to watch after the match. I don't want to go there with that expectation and then they disappoint you.
Okay.
But I wish them the best of luck this Saturday. So far, they've done very, very well. And we are proud of them. They've made Ghana proud. They've brought us all together, both political parties and the whole nation. I'm sure Kudjochum will not write anything negative about this because it's a positive sign and we can work together to make it better. I would say that they should make us proud more. One thing I said yesterday was that at least if they bring the couple, which I doubt they can, but if they do that, then if Mahama is going, he can say that at least if he didn't do anything at all, he brought the World Cup to Ghana. So I wish them the best of luck. And, let's pray it happens. But do you think they can bring the couple?
No, I only think that I'm surprised at how all the time politicians want to coerce football and bring politics in and then I'm surprised. I like the way you did it together. I like the way you did it.
No, it brings us together.
So intelligently,
before I land, I just no, it's up. That's why I said before I land. Today is Harriet's birthday. At least let me wish Harriet a happy birthday, and I'll take the opportunity to also wish Aisha Ibrahim, who is my TESCOM president at Mampong, a very big happy birthday.
All right.
So Harriet, at least we should sit down with her and take some of Sedinam sausages for her.
Honorable, what are your expectations tomorrow?
Alfred, I think you should contest the. I mean, I don't know if you can adopt
the communications.
Yeah, I believe, like he said, football it's something that brings us all together. I made a statement in Parliament the last time, but I'm very much optimistic that the cup is not too far away, and it can actually come to the chamber for us to embrace it.
My cup is coming.
That's what it is, and I'm happy to see our senior Ibrahim Mahama going there to actually motivate them. It shows how we all are being particular and in support of these Black Stars, because being at the global stage, like I said, projects you. I mean, Ghana has gone far. You travel and, you know, even in Asia or across the globe, people talk about Asamoah Gyan and all those people. So we don't take it lightly at all. And I believe the government is in a position and willing to provide all the support that the team will need. So, I mean, go Black Stars, make us proud and bring the cup home. So that, and when the trophy comes home, perhaps we can bring it to this studio when we invite Alfred and myself.
Yes.
And then we'll be able to say that
we'll call the trophy Mahama Trophy.
That's what we do.
Okay, thank you very much. Amen. Good to see you. All right, so, you know, back to our quote cards. Let me just end with this. The expansion of the Central Refinery is so important. It represents precisely the kind of investment Ghana needs at this stage of our development. President John Dramani Mahama is coming from MetroTVOnline.com. So on this quote card note, I want to say thank you very much for watching another edition of Good Morning Ghana. We want to wish you the best as we go into the weekend. And once again, Juma Mubarak, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Awudu Moro. Thanks for watching another edition of Good Morning Ghana once again. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Tell me the right name of John Telly. It's not John Telly. It's not John Telly. It's not John Telly. It is not John Telly. It's what? It's John Terry. It is John Terry. It is John Telly. John Terry. John Terry. John Terry. Oh, okay. Thank you, okay? Thank you.